Oh no, we have a frozen camera. Hang on, give me 1 second before we push into
I'm not even worried.
I don't look like that.
Quick.
When was I on my phone last?
Oh, okay.
Now we're going again. Oh.
There we are.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
And welcome to Dragons Not Included, to our very special The Last of Us inspired one-shot. This is a fan fiction, fun little just gaff we're doing. By no means is it canon. There will definitely be a lot of differences from the main story, as I'm sure you'll tell. But if you're a big fan of The Last of Us, I think you'll still enjoy it. And if you are a fan of The Last of Us, you should come check out Veronica and I watch The Last of Us at Reactions Not Included. Mm-hmm. Or you can watch me play The Last of Us at Gaming Not Included.
We have a good time doing it.
Yes.
This guy.
Doing everything The Last of Us. I'm getting ready for season 2, and I am so hyped for it.
Oh my
Season
God.
1 was amazing.
I don't even know where we're going to go.
All?
Yeah,
we watched it all.
Oh, shit.
And it is all being posted at Reactions Not Included.
Yeah, how could you not know, bro?
I didn't know you binge watched it.
We did, and recorded every second of it with discussions. And if you want the full commentary to watch alongside you the entire time, you can subscribe to our Patreon where we have it available to you.
Oh, unedited.
Unedited.
Do you want to hear Veronica's unfiltered thoughts?
Unfiltered craziness. She says the darndest things sometimes.
It's a little filtered. Kyle
these
filters
kids
me.
say the darndest things, Kyle. That's true.
We do. But getting into our fun little session tonight, I would like us to meet our characters. We are going to start over here with Veronica.
Me.
Everyone shall hold the banana as they tell us a little bit about their characters getting into this.
This is Harambe Jr., my
Harambe.
son.
Sorry, Harambe Jr.
And your son.
You're right.
Anyways, I'm Veronica, and I play Geneva Smith. She is a mercenary.
War criminal.
Can you fix the green screen behind you?
Well, she was a mechanic back in the day. See, she was a really good mechanic. She had a wife and 2 children. They died, all of them.
Damn.
Actually, before the outbreak happened. It's crazy. Like right before, but like before. It's unrelated.
Unrelated.
But it's related to a man. It was a stupid man did it. And now my character hates all men. She works for one. For now. But she gets to kill men. As a mercenary. And this is what she looks like.
Did you Hero Forger?
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Oh, of course she did.
She's addicted
She
to
loves her Hero
Forge.
Forge.
This is what she looks like.
Wow, very sneaky.
Geneva. Wow. You can get this on our Patreon.
What was her name again?
Geneva Smith.
Geneva Smith.
Dudes roll out of the Imperial City sewers in that fit, and they think it's the move.
Oh no, it's frozen again. What is going on here? All right, you guys keep doing your thing. I'll fix this.
Alright, hello, I'm Corey. I will be playing Bruce Copeland this game.
I thought it was Copeland.
I'm a 50-year-old former construction foreman. And I was born in Rhode Island. And I like collecting electronics and refurbishing them. Yep. I'm Bruce Copeland, and I'm kind of fat too.
I'm Bruce Copeland.
And I'm homeless. And I only own a hiking backpack with some extra clothes.
This was all working so
Thank
fine
you.
before.
Here's your banana.
Ain't no rest.
Hello,
for the
everybody.
pile.
I'm Zach. Tonight I'm playing Warren Bird. That's B-Y-R-D. Nickname Birdo. I'm a 40-year-old guy. I've pretty much just been living in the woods my entire life. When I was a kid, my dad liked to spend time with me in the woods, not in a weird way.
Follow that and unplug it.
He basically teaching me how to be a survivalist, and I've been on my own camping like ever since. My dad died in a tragic trailer fire, and then I just set out and lived in the woods permanently. Until eventually I was pretty much forced to move into the quarantine zone of Boston, Massachusetts. I'm basically just an outdoor guy.
Hopefully it's fixed.
So
I'm an outdoor guy, and my main hobby includes bird watching, among other outdoorsy things.
Fire.
And my appearance is that I'm a weathered and tan-skinned guy. I got long and scraggly salt and pepper beard and hair. I have dark green eyes, and I'm usually wearing like forest-colored clothing, and I always got a fishing hat and a vest with all those pockets on it.
Very nice.
Those fits go hard.
And I always
Yeah,
have
for sure.
binoculars around my neck.
Always bird watching.
My name is Liz, and I'm going to be playing Rhiannon Flake tonight. She is somewhat free-spirited in a place where, not really anything exists in a tone or like in a gray world. She is that stripe of color. Some may think that she might be attention-seeking, but she just naturally is,
The best.
she just naturally attracts attention. She's not doing anything for it. So Rhiannon she's tall, willowy, with long, tangled chestnut hair decorated with ribbons and flowers and bits of glass. She's wearing pretty much everything. She's got different layers of skirts, crystal lace jewelry. I make my living by selling my little wares and trinkets. My glass jewelry I call soul mirrors. And I sell little bits of information to Robert. Yeah,
Classic.
that's
Classic.
Rhiannon.
All right.
It's like the song.
I'll take Harambe Jr. I got his name this time. Back.
Oh, and I
Took you long
also
enough, Dad.
I also find injured birds and heal them. I raise them back to health.
The bird healer.
Raise them.
Yeah, we're all like kind of good people.
Yeah.
No.
Strangely.
I kill men.
Well, so
Assumingly bad.
That's
men.
fine,
Not my
actually. That's
problem.
fine.
Yeah, you didn't say whether they were good guys or bad guys.
They're
Yeah,
just
Okay.
men and I enjoy it.
it's not my
Okay.
problem. As long as you don't kill me, that's
Okay.
Are you
weirdo.
mad?
But now that we have,
I will kill you.
now that we've met our characters, I believe it is time to really establish the setting of where we are and what we are doing. As you can tell, there is a common thread throughout all of our characters. They all seem to work for a man named Robert.
Oh yeah, I work for Robert.
Some kind of
I didn't
crime
mention
boss.
that.
Oh, I didn't either.
Well,
He saved
you
my
guys
life.
do work for him.
Yeah. I have it written down. I just didn't.
Yeah,
I went
I
off
believe
script.
you
and
you
like
smuggle stuff.
and
into
and
the
de-
city.
and I collect debts too.
We all know what I
I'm a
do.
debt collector. That's why I got +3 combat.
Yes.
Murder.
But where our story begins, we find
Murder.
ourselves just
Murder.
outside
Murder.
of Boston, Massachusetts, in a walled-off section of a city maybe 3 miles across. It has been 20 years since the cordyceps outbreak that brought humanity to heal. Humanity now hides behind these walls, picking off scraps of the old world, for there isn't much place accessible. For there isn't a place accessible that the undead haven't already touched. People live under the cruel authoritative rule of the feds. Public executions are commonplace here, and people no longer trade with money, but rather ration cards or goods for goods. It's a challenging life that keeps you busy if you want to live, and it certainly beats your odds in here than out there beyond the walls. Raiders and cannibals and infected rule the streets, and it's only a matter of time before you meet your end in the hands of one of them. So QZ living isn't so bad. The year is 2023, and our players find themselves working for a crime boss named Robert. He was striking a deal with the Flies, a revolution group that has been combated the feds for a while now. Rumor has it they are fleeing with who they have left, leaving Robert desperate as his biggest customers are leaving town. In an attempt to strike one last big deal, he went to their hidden HQ to sell off some guns, but he didn't return.
Ha.
The group
Aw.
owed their fair share of ration cards, gathered at Robert's to find his crew slaughtered and gunned down. Concerned about their share, the 4 of you decided to go to the Fly HQ and check on Robert and maybe get him out of whatever bind he was in. Where we pick up, the players, you,
Us?
are just leaving
Us.
Robert's hidden base and heading towards the Fly's HQ. We've already introduced our characters. So, where we pick up, you guys are kind of at the outskirts of the QZ, to the west side. You're just leaving what used to be an old warehouse, but has now kind of become where Robert's gang assembles.
Mhm.
You just went through here. You all kind of just has happily amassed at the same time, as you kind of heard of friction happening within Robert's work. And so you came to check in, get your ration cards as things are getting tight, and you noticed the slaughter of all of the people you worked with in front of you. You've picked their bodies, and so each of you will get 3 supplies.
Yay.
You've picked all the bodies of the comrades.
Mhm.
The supplies will be in the rules if you wanted to see what exactly they do. But you all decide we need to find Robert and get our money, get what's owed us. And so you leave this warehouse and go onto the streets of the QZ. Immediately, the walls are covered in graffiti. The floors covered in trash, shit, piss, just disgusting.
They don't even
No one
have a
cleans the
designated
streets
shake
unless
street.
paid ration cards, and the feds do not give out ration cards to clean the streets. They have more important things to take care of. So the streets are left disgusting.
Damn.
But you walk out onto the street, a Humvee surrounded by about 4 guards in black assault rifles, borderline riot gear, walking down the street. You see them stopping people, frisking them, checking them, patting them down, asking them for their IDs. You all kind of come out of a back alley and you see this. The street is rather crowded with people as they're kind of walking around. What do you guys do?
Are these guys specifically? They're not looking at us specifically.
Not
are
looking
they?
at you specifically. They're kind of on a patrol, and then they kind of stop right in front of you guys and start patting down other people. There's a sizable amount of people on this street. There's probably like 30 people.
Are they men?
Most are men. One is a woman.
I go to reach for my gun.
I see her. I see her about to up pole, and I'm going to go and blend into the crowd
Okay.
and try to move.
I just have
past
my
these
hand
people.
on it, you know, when they're like, but I'm not like, I don't have it out.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo.
I don't have it out
So
yet.
when you say 3 supplies, it means like the third one on this list.
The shot of
Yeah.
adrenaline.
Okay.
Well, you can
You
do
can
like
choose
You
up to
can
that.
you can choose what you want to spend your supplies on. So you have 3 supplies.
I want
And
the
you can-
adrenaline shot.
Divide those up however
We
you
also
choose.
have
And we can be
Throughout.
creative.
And you can be creative. So you can say like you found duct tape, scissors, some kind of trap supplies, you know.
Okay.
Obviously, you can't be creative in like
Trap
I found a
supplies?
machine gun
Yeah, I
in a
found a little
cabinet.
thong.
Why
But,
not?
like,
We all start with
I
like a
actually
pistol,
did.
right?
You
Everybody-
all of you have a
That's
pistol.
what I thought. Okay.
Except our friend here who has a bow.
Who?
Me,
I forget your name, sorry. What was it?
Warren.
Oh
Warren?
right, because you lived in the woods by yourself.
War and Peace.
Right.
He's
Well,
a
I
very
live
good-
in the city, but I
Well,
lived
at
in the
one point.
woods.
He
for
got
so
really good
long.
with the bow.
Right.
And the
Well,
feds didn't seem too bothered by it.
Well, you know, what are you gonna do, right?
How much
Yeah,
ammo
I
do we
mainly
start
I mainly took it
Hmm?
with?
because
How much ammo do we start with?
You have your 3 supplies.
So
So you don't have any ammo. You can use your supplies to
Oh,
give
fuck.
yourself ammo.
Mhm.
Ammo is very scarce here. People will literally trade their ration cards, their
Then I'm
day
changing
food
this
for a
to
couple rounds of
3
ammo,
rounds of
Word.
just in case they get into a bind.
9 rounds of
Fair.
ammo.
Okay.
I'll hold on for now.
That's why
oh, they're gonna call me stupid as fuck seeing me with this bow. Dude. That's why I'm stealthy.
Never bring a bow to a gunfight.
Unless you're really good with the bow.
How many ammo
Unless
is
you're
in a
Katniss
round?
Everdeen, bro.
How many ammos in a round?
Oh, Veronica,
one
you
round
sweet summer
is one
child.
ammo.
It's literally 1 bullet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
You're probably
bullet.
thinking of a magazine.
I have to
Yeah.
know everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well then why
That's
don't
what
you
you
just say
mixed up.
bullets? Why do you say rounds?
Well,
Because
because
It's
Listen.
one less syllable.
it's made by men. It needs a fancy name.
Yeah.
3 bullet.
Round.
Bullet of 3.
3
well,
rounds.
I mean, rounds could be considered like arrows too, which is not a bullet. So that's kind of
Areolas?
no.
Which is, in this case, it does apply.
No,
because
arrow.
you
It
use the
does
system for
fucking
both.
rebar, bro. I'm like
Yes, shooting rebar.
Arrow.
rusty ass
Arrow.
rebar.
That would be devastating, though. I mean, I doubt it would
Yeah,
go
What do you
areolas.
mean?
Oh, no, probably
real
not.
quick.
Those are, I
I
mean,
got
those are
3
round.
areolas.
They're round, you know.
So I got 9 bullets.
Anyway, I am
Yeah.
actually going to try and avoid these people.
Okay.
Not that I don't have anything to hide. I just don't
Is anybody
want to be
wanted
frisked.
by these guys?
I'm being a
Of our
sneaky
group?
sleuth.
Are any of us wanted? Do we have ID?
It's hard to know when you're wanted or when you're not wanted. They kind of
They
just
just kind of decide
they kind
when they
of
want
decide when they decide. Like they'll look at you and be like, "Yeah, you're wanted."
We have IDs, right?
You would have your IDs, yeah.
'Cause
You've
I'm
been
not-
living
I'm
here some
not worried
time.
then. I'm not
Yeah,
worried.
you guys have kind of learned to live with them, and like occasionally, like you probably notice a few of these people will give the guards like a ration card, and they'll leave them alone when they go to pat them down, and so that's often a way to get out of the search.
That sounds like a board game
Is
I
it
have.
illegal to have a gun on us?
No,
Okay, awesome.
no, it's America.
Yes. After
strapped.
the
We
apocalypse.
love that. We love that.
Wait.
Hmm.
I think I had a question.
Okay. But while you think of this, you are coming out of an alley into a large street. You know that the Fly's headquarters, where you know Robert was making this deal, is to the right of the street. Like it's a little bit down toward the front, not the front of the QZ, but a little bit closer to the front, to the side.
I definitely
I
duck
forgot
right
it.
and try and avoid them.
You forgot your question. All right.
I really don't know what it could have been.
So what is that roll? 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6. I'll say fitness.
Fitness, and then
Plus
since it's stealth,
fitness.
my stealthy trait, which is a plus 4.
Plus 2.
2?
2.
Okay.
Each trait is a plus 2.
Okay. That's not bad.
I want to the beat of my
7
own drum anyways,
plus 2,
really.
9,
so.
plus 2, 11.
11. Yeah. Definitely practically invisible. You disappear from their vision. But the three of you stand amongst each other, not really having worked together, but finding yourself in this moment of necessity and desperation as you're all kind of getting close on low on resources, and you know Robert has plenty.
Yeah.
Should we just go rob his house since he's gone?
Robert at his house.
So I know, like, the plan is to go to, like, the Fireflies. That's, I guess, the next idea. But, if the guards come close to me, I'm just gonna start kind of, like, dancing where I am.
Okay.
Do a couple of spins somewhere that there isn't shit on the ground.
Oh.
And, like, I think that will just really help to purge this negative,
The negative
anxious
vibes.
energy that I'm feeling.
So you start doing some ballet over the piles of shit in the
Yes.
street, dancing over the piss puddles.
I'm dancing.
And you see some of the guards kind of like looking at you, and one of them
Whoa.
kind of approaches, and he's like, "How much?"
Oh,
Ooh.
sorry. I mean, yay.
I'm not for sale. I don't sell myself to men.
He pulls out like 6 ration cards. You sure about that?
Damn, 6.
I do take tips, but not yours.
You should take his tip.
Well, I'm not paying for nothing.
Well,
He puts it away.
Bro flashed
Goodbye.
Whatever.
Bro just wanted to flex.
Alright.
Pull out 6 pieces of cardboard.
Was that a guard?
Yeah, it was a guard.
You
That
should have
means we
fucked
can't
him.
hunt him down and rob him.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, but he's a
You know,
guard.
you'll die.
Yeah.
I want
Probably.
to take a look
But
at that guy. If I see him again, maybe.
Okay.
I'll think
But
about it.
you guys push down the street towards the direction in which you need to go. You're dancing along the way.
Mhm.
You're eyeing down any man you see.
Including
and
the ones in my
A
group.
lot of ones will kind of like you probably notice there's one guy in particular that has like a real bruised right eye, and he kind of meets your gaze, and he immediately takes like a left down a different street.
Mm.
Damn.
Did you hit that guy before or something? It's crazy.
Ask questions and you'll be next.
My fault.
Talk
again.
shit, get hit.
My fault,
Damn.
man. I was just wondering if you hit him before.
But you guys push forward. As you're walking down the street, actually, let me. It's pretty crowded, and there's a lot of people just sitting on the street, practically in these puddles, seemingly nowhere to go, homeless. The availability for housing here is very slim, and rent is kind of steep, but you guys have managed.
Mhm.
Just another reason these ration cards are so important to you. But while you're on the way, you come across one wall that is like especially graffitied, and you guys recognize this as like the general graffiti wall, where like people with any ideas or like political ideologies that typically come to this wall because it's kind of in the center of everything, and like everyone walks past it. The guards will very often beat up whoever is
Hell
like
yeah.
working on this wall, but
That's
they
what I
still
call
do
freedom.
it. They still work on this wall. And you're walking by and you see one very recent, like very wet paint in yellow. It says, "When you're lost in the dark," and then you see the second half of it is completely scratched out, and it says, "You stay lost."
Ooh.
Good
Like,
thing
that's
I'm
hard.
not going to the
I'm just mumbling to myself like that guy probably fucking died.
Like they put over the scratch.
Like there was
part?
something else that
Yeah.
followed that sentence, and then they like someone else painted it with black and then wrote over that.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah.
So it was like someone seen their praise,
Classic.
and you're familiar with the phrase of the fly, the saying of the flies.
Mhm, mhm.
And this was just like someone disagreed with them
flies.
publicly.
How
Um,
are they?
But you guys push past this, and you see across the street there is a long line for what looks like some food.
I just want to say, I wanted to like sneak around back into the group as
Okay.
if I like never left.
Okay.
I appear next to
He just
You-
appears out of complete
Bruce.
nowhere. You guys thought he
Bruce-
took off for a minute.
Born Brucius, but I legally changed my name at 18 to Bruce.
I saw him the whole time.
All right,
I
sure
probably-
he did.
I probably know Bruce because he's homeless, and I'm kind of outside a lot. So
Yeah.
I've been doing lots of runs for Robert too, so we probably like
I come.
met at.
Oh yeah, I
Once or
probably
twice.
give you the drugs because I'm smuggling things.
Oh, probably yeah.
You smuggle stuff into the city, yeah.
I I come up behind you. Hey Bruce.
Oh, wait. Hello. No, that's not. I gotta be like a husky voice or something. I don't know. What's up?
Yeah, go Sigurd with it.
What do you think happened to Robert?
Maybe somebody collected their debt in a bad
shoot
way.
again.
I mean, I'm sure he's probably still alive. He's like an information bank, so that no one just killed him outright like that. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Well, if we need to get out of this shithole, I'll take you with me.
All right, sweet. I mean, yeah, I've been chilling out on the ground anyway, so you know,
I'll teach you how to survive, boy.
I know how to I know how to survive. I've been
like a
surviving.
pervert.
But as you guys are chit-chatting, you notice the line across the street for food. It's quite long, but is anyone hungry?
What are they selling today? Or is it the
I'm
same
I'm always
slop?
hungry.
It's the same thing they serve pretty much every day. And you notice the
One
stand
hot
is like a
dog.
large pot of like stew, and hanging from it are various like rats that they have skinned and are
Yummy.
kind of pulling from
Rat
and putting into the stew. And
Great.
it's pretty regular to have rat stew, and that's what's being served.
I love
But the
rats,
line
too.
is pretty long, and it's full of very thin people with like their ration cards in their hand, like they're holding it for their dear life.
Well, I'm
Um,
kind of fat, so I'm all right. I'm all right. without
You're
that.
probably hungry, bro. You hungry? Yummers.
Drug dealing pays well.
Yeah. Like, what a flex to be a big bag in your
No,
pocket.
Yeah.
no, that is true.
I didn't really
A
think about that.
fat
to be honest.
peasant
True.
is a flex.
True.
Actually,
No
I'm
food.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hold off for a day.
All right.
Or
Yeah.
7.
Or seven.
Yeah, I'm good for right now.
Perhaps.
Sorry.
Got to save those resources.
I'm
Exactly.
doing a ritual cleanse and a fast right now.
Some crystals.
Yes.
But you guys push through, and you come to the alley that kind of leads into the back alleys that will lead to the hidden HQ of the flies.
Mhm.
And so you guys take this, and you're very quickly greeted by a guy. Like when you go through this alley, there's a guy around the corner, and he kind of turns the corner, and he's like, "What's your guys' business here?"
You didn't know me. I guess I
He
said
sees
that.
you, yeah. He kind of like lets you go through, and then he sees the rest of you.
Could I?
Oh, fuck. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Recognizes you. What about you two?
I hit his shoulder as I passed by, by the way. I shoulder check him.
Whoa.
I
I'm
ain't
with-
fuck
I'm
with
with her.
Medusa.
Yeah, we're with her.
Are they with
That
you?
walked in, yeah.
No, not her.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they're with me.
Okay.
Today, at least.
Mhm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
He
Good, 'cause
backs
I was
up.
gonna say no.
Go ahead.
I know.
So you guys
No
push
way.
through.
You know what? I'll hand him a card. It's a voucher for a free message delivery
Okay.
by bird.
Oh.
Well, thanks. I have a brother out west. This would be helpful. But you guys push forward, and you kind of duck through some alleys, duck through another one. You kind of go down a broken sewer for a second and go back up. And you come to another old warehouse. Much smaller, probably 2 floors. And you look at the front door, which is typically closed and locked because you've been here your fair share of times, and it is currently open.
This
That's
is
Well, I guess I've never
suspicious.
been here, so I'm like, that's open.
I just barged through it.
All right, you
Yeet.
barge right on in. You guys follow suit.
I do.
I also have my gun
Alright.
out already.
She goes in, yeah.
All right.
Because we're technically with you, so I'm not.
I'm in
kinda-
gun
I'm not
mode.
getting-
I'm kind of like following behind her,
I'm
trying
gonna
to
like
stay in her
peer over the
shadow.
corner.
I'm not getting in trouble.
I would like to imagine I'm probably actually kind of short.
You probably would be. It helps with your stealth a little.
It does.
The second I come in, I'm like, wait.
Yeah, I'm peering around the corner because I see her, so I want to like see around.
Make brains checks to
Me?
like investigate the area.
I would love to make a brain
with
check.
a D6, right?
I have
It would be
observance.
2d6. Everything's
So-
going to be 2d6. Yeah, so you would
That's
add
tough.
plus 2.
Sick.
5 minus 2. 3.
3. Wow, you don't see shit.
1.
1.
9.
Unnatural one though.
What the fuck? On 2d6?
Yeah, I rolled a
Oh,
1 and
'cause
a
you
2.
have a
And
minus
a
two.
minus
Oh
2.
my god, that's so
I'm
bad.
not smart.
9.
9? Okay.
I'm not sure.
You guys come in and it's pretty dark in here. A lot of the windows are kind of boarded up and covered because they really only want people to come in through one door.
I don't have a flashlight. I'm not doing the.
You think batteries are real?
Your
here?
flashlight is dead. Like you go to
It's a
pull it
crank
out,
flashlight.
and the batteries just ain't doing
20
it.
years
No,
old.
it's a crank.
Crank? Oh, okay.
You're just moving your gun, just.
Accidentally shooting.
Damn it! You keep freezing.
Maybe it's a sign that you should kill me.
It's a sign that our computer sucks. That's what it is.
True.
So then you're not gonna kill me. I guess.
Okay. If you guys notice it freezing, just point it out to me. It's a quick fix, apparently.
Sick.
So is drugs.
Yep,
But-
true.
So true.
You
That's
go
sick.
in and you, with your observant and like you're used to using your nose and like smelling your environment and stuff like that. You immediately smell gunpowder, and it smells like there was a firefight that occurred in this area.
Firefight.
Fire.
Ah!
You look around and you see there's even some holes in the wall from possibly rooms further in.
I go up to the holes and I'm like,
You peek in one, and you can see into a room. It's kind of dark in there, but you see a body laying there on the floor.
yep, he's dead.
Is there a door?
Yeah, so like you come into this room, and it is a long hallway that goes down the center, and you can see some stairs that go upstairs, and then there's a number of doors on each end of this hallway.
Did I notice any like blood trails or like trickles going a certain way?
No.
Okay.
So you're like looking down the hallway, and you don't see any like blood, like signs of people were moving after getting shot. No, you don't see any of that.
Do we just check all the rooms? Or the one just with the bodies?
We should probably go upstairs. I don't know. Do I recognize any of these bodies as
So you
Robert's
start
nudes?
going into the rooms and going around, and you recognize them. I mean, like the population here is pretty small, so like you
Yeah.
kind of recognize everyone to an extent. But you would recognize a few of these members as former like Fireflies.
Oh.
However, they are all deceased, and you do recognize a lot of them as Robert's men.
Damn.
So it seems like some kind of shootout broke out between the two of them.
Well, they're not gonna need
Okay.
these, and I start patting them. Yeah.
Patting them down. All right, make brains checks.
Yeah, I also would like to start looting.
All right, start looting.
Could this be survivalist? Probably not.
Oh, I thought that was also a 6.
Probably not
Yo,
survivalist.
I got a 6.
6.
I want to go around and shut their eyes.
Okay, so you start shutting eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Very
You said
nice.
a brains check.
Yeah.
7.
7. Okay. Are you looking at all? No. All right. So you start looking around. You find 1 supply, and then you find 3 supplies.
Ooh! 6 supplies, boy.
Ammo.
6 supplies.
I'm just stocking up on ammo.
And that's
Yeah.
the whole first floor. So you go through. You probably find like 6 to 7 bodies, and that's what you recover.
Are there? This is a stretch. Do these people have grenades or any
No.
kind of explosive?
There were not grenades on these people,
Grenades.
Okay.
but you have seen explosives in the QZ. You've smuggled in explosives before.
Okay.
So you know it's
They do
possible.
exist.
They do.
They just
definitely
don't
exist.
have them. Okay.
Upstairs?
Ooh, actually, do any of them have a gun?
Yeah, many of them would have guns, though essentially depleted,
Right.
and those would have been part of your supplies.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I'll keep that in mind. I was just trying to figure out like how wide the array of supplies
Sure.
would mean.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to.
So like you would be checking the clips, taking out
Okay.
rounds, because you
I
can
definitely-
decide what that is later.
I definitely. Okay. I got you.
It
yeah.
probably takes them longer to like search through everyone than it is for me to like go around and shut eyes.
Definitely, it takes you guys like a good
Do
10,
I-
15 minutes to search all the bodies.
Do I recognize like anyone from like my friend group from within the Fireflies?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs then before other people. I'm just gonna kind of wander off.
All right. So do you guys? What are you doing? Because I
I'll
know
go-
you're
I'll go
searching the
upstairs,
body
I'm
with
not
him.
looking at the
You're
body.
going upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go upstairs and you go
I'm
upstairs.
gonna draw my pistol though.
You draw your pistol. It's very
I
dark.
don't know if anybody's up there.
And it's still, the whole place smells like gunpowder, and it's starting to smell a little bit like dead bodies for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you go up there, and you see there are a few bodies laying in the hallway. and there's one that's pretty close to you that looks especially familiar. You can recognize the hairline as Robert's hairline
Oh shit.
because it's kind of laying there on the floor.
Can't run his
in a big
pockets.
puddle of
Robert.
blood.
I'm gonna run his pockets. Unless you want to run his pockets.
What?
No, I'm not very interested in.
Okay, make a brains check for his
I do want to see if he had the charm that I gave him.
6.
6. You find one supply on him, and you find a note that looks like it has like a string on it, like something was once tied to this note, but there's nothing on the string now. And it says, if you're reading this, it means I'm dead. You'll find my stash beside the old phone tower near the front of the QZ. Please just give a quarter of it to my daughter. The key is to the crate that holds the supplies.
They have the key and there's no. I love it.
There's no key on it.
He's got a daughter.
And when you found the note, it was open, like on his chest. So assumingly someone read it. And
Okay.
Well, this was like a recent firefight, right? Because it's just one like
yeah, it definitely feels very recent.
Did I discern how long ago with my canine nose?
Within like a couple hours. It's hard to tell the exact moment.
I'll
but
relay.
It's
Body
recent.
farm.
I'll relay the
Oh,
information.
new dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll relay
Well,
all the
using the
information
one,
about
but-
the note to the others.
Okay.
And
So you like shouted down the stairs?
No, I come back up after I'm done
Okay.
searching.
So they come upstairs as you guys are finishing up Robert's body. What are you doing while he searches the body?
I guess I wanted to look through all of them and see.
If you recognize any of them.
Yeah, do I recognize any of them?
A lot of the ones up here are Robert's men.
Robert's men.
There's like one or two Fireflies, but they are kind of
Robert's men. I'll
they're
pick
not your
through.
friend group.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert's men I'll pick through.
I go up to Robert and I
Right.
kind of like kick him a little bit. I'm like, damn,
He's got like a bullet like right here through his face.
damn, why'd you have to go and do that, Robert?
may he rest.
You said it's a
in
brains check
peace.
to
Yeah.
look over people?
Yeah.
So
I may not be going to heaven, but that's okay.
Or any of us?
So 7.
7.
Nope.
You find 2 supplies.
What a god that's
And you
really,
loot the
really
rest of the
allowed this to
bodies in the
happen,
upstairs.
Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
But as you're looting, you all hear what sounds like a vehicle pull up to the building. A loud vehicle, one you recognize as a Humvee.
I think we gotta go. Right?
We have to go.
I
That's bad.
recognize
Those
it
are
as a
like-
Humvee.
that's-
And you
bad
hear
for us,
doors
right?
opening and closing.
Are there any windows?
Alright.
All the windows are like boarded up. They intentionally made this place a one way in, one way out scenario.
Yeah, that
Shit.
makes sense. I'm definitely hiding.
I'm gonna start stacking the bodies on top of each other like a wall.
Oh, wait, no, that's a good idea actually.
What?
I'm about to
Like-
try to blend into the darkness, and I'm like, oh, and I drag a bunch of his
Okay,
men on
I
top
see,
of me, and
I
I want to
see.
blend
A
in.
better idea than a wall. I was like, where are we going with this?
Well, I work.
No, that's a good idea.
I was gonna strip them and put them in a pile and
Damn,
set
they
them on
froze again.
fire. Just the men, not the women. But then we got interrupted, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna just make a wall, and I'm gonna be behind like.
Make a fitness check to drag the bodies around.
I'm
You
a
as
big
well
girl.
to drag it because they're heavy bodies.
Yeah.
To drag it
Why do
onto
I
you
roll
and
so
then
bad?
make a stealth, another fitness check for your stealth.
Do you
I
think?
got a 5.
Do you think I could use quick thinker for the bodies?
Sure.
Or like quit binker. I got a 5.
Okay.
A 5.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
Are
baby.
we hiding, right?
That's
having
a 15
15.
on
Oh,
the bodies.
yeah. You definitely drag them onto you. Now to see how well you look like a body. You can't even like move the bodies around.
Okay, that's fucked up.
Having
But you
spent
hear
some
them
time
marching
here.
into the building.
13.
Yes.
there's some floorboards I can pry up.
Like, are you asking? Like, do you know of a hidden spot there?
Yeah. Do I know of a hidden spot?
You would know of a hidden spot in the back. Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna fucking stand against. I'm
I'm
gonna
just-
stand behind the door.
I'm standing around looking for a place to hide because I don't know where to hide.
No, like directly, like to the side, like behind the door. So when they come in, I'm just. Pew!
Yeah, but there's probably. I feel like it's gonna.
I'm very skilled.
I also
You gonna get all of
pull my trusty
Pop,
buck
pop,
knife
pop,
out.
pop,
Okay.
pop.
Un-
I have 12
unclipped.
rounds.
You're very hidden. What was it your character was doing? Are you just hiding?
Fat guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You fat guy.
Yeah, I
What
don't
are
know
you
what to
doing here?
do. I don't. I'm gonna. Is there a bed I could hide under?
Sure, yeah, there's a bed.
I'm gonna pretend to play dead underneath the bed.
No way.
I got nowhere else. I got a belly. I got 6.
6.
Nice.
Oh,
Is it wait for brain or for hiding?
it would be
What is
fitness.
Oh, it's a 5.
Okay.
And -1.
So
Yeah,
you're
minus
having a hard
one,
time
not as
getting
bad
under
as
the
I
bed
thought.
with your
Right.
big belly.
Oh no.
And you guys hear the soldiers marching up the stairs. At which point, you go to the back wall and you open up the panel
Mhm.
to what is a back room, where you know like some secret meetings get had. And you look back there. Well, first when you come into the room where this back panel is, you notice that there is a chain on the wall that goes down to a cuff. But there's no one attached to that chain. But then you open the panel and you see two within this little back room, 2 fireflies, 2 of which that you recognize are part of your friends. And they kind of immediately like they look at you. Get out of here. Go.
But there's Fedra coming.
Get in here then.
Okay. I need to get in
Make up your
here.
mind.
Get in there and they close the panel behind you.
Mhm.
There's a lot of crates and stuff within this room.
Mhm.
But they don't seem to be hiding. Are you gonna hide or are you just gonna kind of stand beside them?
If you hide while they're not, you look like a pussy.
So true, actually. You would think that.
It's a
I
pretty
need to have
dark
a
room, kind
discussion
of like a
with
back
them.
storage.
I got that
definitely
Eggman
taking a defensive position,
Okay.
which means I'm
Robotic
hiding.
build, bro.
I got that Dr. Eggman build.
Dr.
That's-
Eggman
I'm half-
Build,
I'm
that's
half on
crazy.
the
You, got, you look like
Half out.
Carl Weezer, bro.
So you all
Carl
hide.
I'm
Weezer.
6 foot. I'm 6'2", but I hunt.
Where
so
were
I'm 6
where
foot.
were you hiding again exactly?
I'm right behind the door.
The main door?
Yes.
Yeah, she's doing one of those memes where
Well,
it's
you
like,
didn't have time to get down there. So you
No,
there.
the door to the room I was in.
Okay.
I thought I was in the door
Okay.
off the
Yeah,
main
you're
room.
in a room.
I
No,
thought
we
I
went
was.
upstairs.
I'm just
I
checking.
thought I didn't go upstairs with you guys.
No, you did not go upstairs. Actually,
Oh, I
you are
did.
downstairs.
So you're downstairs in a room tucked behind a door. These soldiers come marching down the hall, and you notice they don't even check the rooms. They are going straight
Oh,
through. They
shit.
go to the stairs. They go up the stairs, straight to the back, past your guys' room.
oh fuck.
And
Are they all men?
They sound like it.
You want me to roll for stealth?
You hear the steps coming straight towards the secret room in the back.
Damn, the feds.
You
knew.
might want to roll a stealth check.
You
They immediately
monkeys.
go and hide as well.
If they pass, no, I don't think.
What
It'd
would
be
it be?
fitness. It'd be fitness.
Fitness, and
Yeah.
then how do the traits work again? It's just +2, or
Plus
it'd be
2.
like
It would be a +2 if you have one that applies to this.
Okay.
So like if you had the stealthy trait, you would add +2 to this.
Not bad.
Oh.
And if it's bad, you can always add a core
Oh, yeah, I
memory,
didn't need that.
and it's
Oh.
an extra D6 on top of it. But you can only use those 3 times the entire session.
I'm gonna call one on one of my core memories. Do you want me to explain it?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah. 'Kay, like this memory will help center you to lock in this moment.
I'm locking in a sense. I'm gonna call on the core memory of me and my mother dancing in the moonlight and how serene I felt in that moment of, you know, just
Which-
rain coming down. And it's gonna calm myself to even my breathing and allow me to add another D6.
All right.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Ooh, that brought me to a 14.
Damn. Impressive.
+2.
So as
Your
your
business.
as your compatriots start hiding, one of them is in plain view. Very obvious. The other one, less
Punching
plain
his head
view,
blown
but
off.
nowhere near your level of hiddenness. You kind of climb up one of the like almost scaffolding parts and then hide behind a crate behind another crate in the back, and you can just barely see the room through like the crack between these
Oh
crates.
yeah, because I'd be like over the max.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you are essentially invisible to them.
Crack.
But as you're all scattering across the room hiding, you just hear as they seem to be battering ramming this panel, almost like they knew exactly where this panel was. And it is not long before the panel burst open. They tear the debris out, and these soldiers come marching into the room, all in like black with their black assault rifles. They are geared to the T. And immediately one of them goes and he grabs your friend, who is very in plain view, pulls him to the center of the room and puts him on his knees. And then the rest start searching the room, and very quickly they find your other friend. They grab him, pull him to the center, but they search, and they one of them comes up to the bottom of the scaffolding, and he's like looking up there through his like riot shield helmet, and he starts like poking with his gun when he doesn't see you, and so he goes back to the center, and you see one of the guards doesn't have a helmet. He has kind of just like your typical buzz cut face, maybe a few scars across his face. Sorry, buzz cut hair. Few scars across his face. And he goes up to one of your friends. And he pulls them up. Where'd they go? And the person's just smiling at him. I ain't telling you anything. Punches him in the face. Where'd they go? I told you, I'm not telling you anything. And then he pulls out what looks like brass knuckles out of like his little pocket. Punches him again in the face.
Jesus.
Where is the girl? We know she's immune. Tell us where she went. Punches him. I don't know anything about a girl. And it just starts, that guy's face is just becoming dough. As it just goes one after another, and eventually he just drops and the body goes limp on the ground, forming a large pool of blood.
Red velvet.
And the other fly next to him is just shaking, and he grabs that one. Where is the girl? We know she's immune. We're not gonna let her be wasted in hands like yours. Punches him. And the fist comes back, and the person just looks him like dead in the eyes and says, not all who are infected rot. Some awaken. Just kill me and be done with it.
Oh no.
And he's like, so be it. And he shoots the person. They fall dead on the floor.
That's my cue to get out of this fucking house. And
Yeah,
I'm
you all hear
standing up.
this upstairs.
I'm gonna speed jog my ass down.
I'm downstairs like,
You watch him speed jog past you.
I say like
I'm aiming my gun at him while he's doing this.
I'm like,
silent prayers and chants for
I'm
them.
thinking,
Sure.
so you don't even see you. I'm just
That's all
are you
you
doing?
can do.
I'm pretty confident in my hiding spot, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Stay hidden.
I do
Yeah.
have to peek out the door first. Is anybody in the Humvee? Left over.
It is empty,
Steal it.
Ooh, I know how to
you
hot
can
wire a car.
yoink the
but it
Humvee.
isn't turned off.
No.
Maybe they got stuff in there. I'm going towards to a door.
Wait. I go outside. I follow him outside because I know how to hot
now
wire.
you do.
I know how to hot wire a car.
I'm not.
Wait, so
I'm,
you
I'm
guys
seeing
go on the
I'm
Humvee,
seeing items.
make a
Steal the car.
brains check to loot this Humvee.
Are
I
we
want to
gonna-
hot wire it. I'm a mechanic.
That's true, but
Where are we
okay.
gonna go though? is the
Yeah.
problem.
Yo, true.
Where do I
This
go?
is just gonna kill you immediately. Actually.
No, it's not.
There's only one place big enough to like park vehicles, and that place is run by the feds.
Can I use my street smarts trait for it to look in like maybe hidden nooks and crannies in the car because it's probably like
Sure.
they
I'll
probably
allow
have
that.
hidden
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, then I want to steal a part of the car.
I steal the muffler.
12.
No,
12?
what's it
I got
called?
6 and a 4.
It's the
plus
thing
2.
that people were stealing in
Oh, the
Detroit.
Cadillac.
Oh, the hood ornament.
I
No,
want
the
to steal
Cadillac
the
converter.
Cadillac converter.
Wow.
That's all
The
I
Humvees
look
have
for.
that.
I would
Depends
assume
on the
so.
year.
I think Alco's have to
big.
have them now. I think actually.
No.
Yeah.
No, they all like most of them are gone now. It's all like old cars.
Well, now, but like
No, I
this.
thought-
I guess the cars are from like what
2003.
2003. So
Oh,
The
probably.
newest car is from 2003. Think about that.
True. Oh yeah, you're right. Because car production would have stopped.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No
They do
Ford-
have some
Ford Motor
places that
Company.
like
It says
can
they
build
do.
some parts and stuff,
Oh,
but
okay. You have to have a
You're gonna
saw.
yoink
Yeah,
that?
it's like pretty hard.
I'm a mechanic. I can get it out.
but with your 12, you said
Yeah.
you find like 4 supplies, and you would probably find easily an assault rifle. You yoink it.
I'm gonna stick that bitch in my pants.
Like it's a Draco.
Ooh, and I'm
You try to stuff this assault rifle in your pants as you're trying to yoink the Cadillac converter. What are you doing?
Wait. Do I have anything kind of sharp on me?
Yeah, you'd have a knife for sure.
Okay, I take my knife and I go under the car and I poke a hole right in the oil basin.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
You poke a nice big hole in there.
Really
and
easy.
you stay hidden. You
Yep.
stay hidden.
Mhm.
It's not that easy.
After the guards beat them up, They kind of search the place a little bit more, like the upstairs, looking for anything that would be of use to them, while you guys are doing your thing up there. And probably after like 5 minutes, they leave the building, and they go out to their car.
I'm gone. I'm around the side of the
And you
building.
two are
I'm like a block away at least.
a block
At least
away.
a block and a half
Okay.
away. I just kept speed jogging, like,
I went in a different direction.
but with a
than
kind of limp because I got
Sure,
a sorry for my pants. Like,
So the building is empty to you guys.
damn, we really just fucking robbed them.
I'm not near you.
get
I
out of
get
my
out.
spot.
I know, but out of character. That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna look through the room.
I didn't rob
because I
anything.
saw where you
You
kind of
were
hid or
trying
where
to,
you were
no?
going to
Yeah,
hide
I didn't
before
have
I
a
ran
soft
to my
Yeah.
spot. So I go over to. I guess you'd be the
I
next
think
person
that's
to
worse, 'cause the
encounter.
cars are probably
Mhm.
more worthwhile.
You
than
I-
not,
You
I'm
can
like
work without kind of like
shoving a
murder.
body off
But
of
you
me and
can't
like
work without oil.
I like look at my shirt and I'm like,
Yeah,
God
that's
damn it.
You're ruining
I
it.
got like a blood stain.
You
on
definitely
it.
got some blood on you now,
Shh.
because these guys are riddled with bullet holes, so they're just greased up with blood.
Oh hey, hippie.
Hey, hippie.
It's Rhiannon. I'm not doing well now.
Hippie is crazy.
Rhiannon. Okay. Did you see where the other two went?
Not a clue. Not a
Hmm.
clue.
I'm just thinking about how far it's gonna be when the car
Well,
stops
you're hiding in
working.
the same room as
You start hearing them
Alright.
yelling out there.
Yeah, but I was like under the
It depletes
bodies.
pretty
Well, I probably heard you leave.
I popped a big old hole in there.
They're like, "What the hell happened?"
The-
And they're all like frustrated, yelling at each other. And one of them like, you can't see it because all the windows are blocked up. But you imagine like they look under and they just see the oil spilling out. And they're like, "Motherfucker! Who the fuck did this?"
Oh shit!
They're wasting their ammo. They're so stupid.
Who the fuck?
As if they don't have unlimited.
And I'm just like,
Yes.
I'm behind the building, like.
Just because they're men?
My guess is that they're probably outside then.
Yeah, I'm guessing that too. But there's only one way in and one way out.
And you know the Humvee's out there. But
Now
I'll
Humvee
say,
can't move.
yeah. Now
Ah, you trapped us, you bastard!
No,
I'll
they
say you
probably
give
could-
them like a few minutes, and they pretty much come to terms with the fact that they're not going to move this thing right now. So they're just going to take everything that they can out of it and go back to base.
Can I take a hubcap?
If you want,
There's no hubcaps.
you guys come
on a
out and the
Humvee.
soldiers are gone.
Wait.
It's definitely gotten a little bit darker out
You should
now.
just start
I'm
destroying
gonna
shit in
go
the
and
engine.
I'm gonna slash open the seats.
Okay,
I don't know
so
anything
you
about
guys
it.
come out and you see her inside the Humvee slashing the
I
seats.
don't think.
And I'm gonna carve
Alright.
pig into the back of the seat.
Yeah.
And then I'm also,
Damn.
Would you say that the trunk is maybe open?
Yeah, they opened it and took everything out of it.
Everything?
Yeah, with their arms.
Oh.
They didn't have too much in it. I mean, they're
Oh,
not
okay.
totally loaded.
I'm gonna put my knife into 3 of the tires.
Okay. You decimate
three?
this car.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then the insurance won't cover it.
Yeah, I'm sure they've
Yeah,
got
like
insurance.
there's insurance.
You never know.
You never know.
These are the
Oh.
feds. The
Does it
federals.
have-
Wait, no, that's not what they're
Does it
called.
have
The
like an
feds.
antenna, like old cars used to have, like
Yeah.
on the front? I want to snap that antenna off and take it.
Ain't
Nice.
no radio for you.
You snap it, you take it, easy enough.
I wanna I wanna open up the little panel underneath the glove box and I wanna take out I wanna take out the little fuse chip thing for
Okay.
that, you know, makes
Just set off the airbag while you're at it.
I'm just gonna start pulling out the fuses.
What the
Okay,
fuck is
you
your problem?
make this car unoperable.
These guys are bad.
This car is
people.
toast. Like, they really should have took it with them.
I take
they,
the
they did
fuse-
just kill 2
Those
people.
fuses are like this big. I put them in my pocket.
Okay,
They're
so you
like-
take a few fuses
They're
with
like
you.
Tic Tacs.
Might come in handy
Wait,
later.
what about? Would it have like the spark plugs?
I don't know if
Yeah.
we can get
Did you
those out.
bash windows?
No.
No, that's the only thing you didn't do. There's
So
no
it looks
broken
nice and
glass.
then they get up close and they're like
As it's like leaning.
Like, huh, maybe these
Wait,
don't
you
like
slashed
that.
3 tires so insurance couldn't cover it, bro.
yeah. Looked up
But
That's crazy.
you guys come out, you see her tearing up this car. You probably come back.
Yeah.
And you
I did like 2
the
laps
group of
around the
masses
block.
around this absolutely obliterated Humvee.
Oh, one more thing. I hock a loogie in the driver's seat.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Consider
it.
your loogie hawked.
Oh, is that one guy still out here, or did he book it?
He booked it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Well,
Especially when the guards were.
fair.
He's like, I'm out of here.
Well,
That was
No, I'm the
great.
closest person.
Yeah.
That was
we're,
awesome.
what do we do now? I sure as fuck need to get paid.
I don't know, but I got an assault rifle.
What? Where? And I look at your pants where it's very obviously machine gun shaped.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Damn.
yeah.
Was there any like anything about where his daughter might be? Like, do we know this? I think we should go find his daughter.
Did we know that
Oh.
Did we know that he had a daughter?
I wasn't
You guys
talking to
didn't know that he had a daughter.
I
He
thought
kept
you
his
did.
Yes, we
personal
did.
life.
It was a no.
Well, before
Well,
that.
before that.
He kept his
Yeah.
personal life very private.
Okay, so none of us know then.
Yeah.
Well, where's
Unfortunate.
Robert's place of residence? And you're like,
I thought I was his
behind
right hand
back.
man.
We probably wouldn't know that either.
You probably
to be
wouldn't really
honest.
know it either.
Wait, he didn't have his wallet on him?
He was a drug kingpin, so a drug.
Oh,
ringleader.
yeah,
He likes to
He's
keep
probably
his guys
moving
private. He
around.
figured if someone cared enough, they would be able to find her.
Don't
I
we
mean, there's
have
only so many
IDs?
people in the place. Like, you ask around, you'd probably find her. But you guys don't even have the supply to give her, so.
Don't we have IDs?
Yeah.
Did he have an ID on him?
Yeah.
Did it not have his address?
No.
Because these
No.
IDs don't do
We
that?
need to go to the location.
They just
Because
have
the
names.
addresses move, and like most of the people here are essentially homeless.
That's fair.
Like, it's kind of just a photo ID, like to confirm your name with your, and then maybe like a number.
That's
Mhm,
stupid.
mhm.
Okay. Did he have a? Do we know if he had a wife?
I don't think he had
You don't-
He wasn't wearing. I never
we
noticed
don't,
the
we
wedding
don't
ring.
know.
You don't know. You don't know that much about him.
I feel like I
unfortunately.
would've
we know where
observed
the
a wedding ring.
we know where the
But
stash
you know where the
is at,
stash
so
is.
we should head there
Okay, fine. Let's go to
and
the
kill
stash.
anybody who's trying to take it, because it's ours.
It's out.
Is the stash in the same
Our
direction that
stash.
the guys left on foot?
No, it's opposite direction.
Good. Okay.
They went to the back of the QZ.
We don't want to catch up with those.
These are out
those
towards the
bugs.
front,
No, we don't.
according to the note.
All right, I start heading towards the stash.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
say anything to them. I
Is
just
it
start
hard
walking.
to leave? Like the QZ? Like, you allowed to leave?
There's like one or two exits, like sneaky exits. You're not really allowed to leave. Like, it's really prohibited.
Oh, well, I'd probably know how to get
But
out.
you would know how to get out.
I know how to get out.
You know of one towards the back of the QZ.
Okay.
That's the most common one. It's like a tunnel. But yeah.
Probably.
I can get us to this satellite.
Sure.
What was it?
Well,
Satellite?
this is in the QZ.
Oh, okay.
It is in the QZ. It's up towards the front of the QZ. But it's
Oh,
within it.
okay.
It's an
You gotta
old like
get it.
phone tower.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I know where this phone tower.
Oh yeah, me too, bud. Me
This
too.
phone tower, yeah.
Should we wait till the cover of night?
No, because there's
What time of day
whoever
is it?
whoever killed Robert and all of his men knows where it is and has the key, so they're probably going there.
Right.
Yeah,
Right
and the sun
now.
is going down right now, so it will be night soon.
All
well,
right,
hey, it's the cover of nighttime.
let's hawk to it then.
All right, so you guys start huck-toing your way down the street towards the treasure trove. Is there anything anyone would like to do as they walk across, like, down the street? You guys kind of come back out of your alleys into the main road.
Is my house on the way? Where would I keep my pigeons? My
Your house would probably be a little bit closer towards Robert's, a little bit towards the back.
Ah, so I do. Oh, his HQ.
His HQ.
I was like, I do know where
Not
Robin
his
lives.
home place.
How commonplace are cigarettes?
They're probably like uncommon. Like
I'm
they,
probably addicted to cigarettes.
Yeah.
As a,
Yeah, you
homeless
know
where a
guy,
lot of your cards
you
go.
use all your money on fucking food and cigarettes, bro. It's crazy.
That's why I have
That's,
three
you
white
couldn't
beaters.
possibly live in a house.
I have three wife beaters and 2 pairs of pants. 3 pairs of pants. Sorry.
Hey, you know
I'm just
what?
a
cracking my
cigarette
knuckles
habit.
as I walk on it. Cronk, cronk, cronk.
What are
Yeah.
your fingers
Crank.
sound
I
like?
smoke a cigarette or 2.
A small wake happens around you as a lot of men are afraid of you.
Yeah, I'm staring down at everyone too.
Yo,
Cronk.
you already
Yeah.
know.
I'll probably get
Cronk.
through 3 cigarettes by the time we get.
Oh,
to
I'm
where we
hocking
need
a
to go.
loogie like
So you
every
start
8
chain
steps.
smoking, especially after seeing Robert dead. Like, you know, he was
Yeah,
kind
he
of a
saved my
homie
life.
of yours.
Dude, he saved my life when I was
Yeah.
homeless and starving and almost dead.
Yeah, now you're only just homeless.
But as you guys are walking down the street,
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty crowded, but you come across what they call the hanging wall, which is a wall lined with people who've been hung.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're hung.
All their bodies, kind
I'm
of as
pretty
you
sure
look
it's
to the
hanged.
left, they get more rotted, and then they become fresher as you get closer to the gallows.
Do they
Um,
not take these people down?
Nope.
They do eventually. It's kind of like when one gets bad enough or like too diseased, they'll take it down.
Oh, okay.
But
good.
they like to keep them up there for people to throw rotten food at. You guys get to the hanging wall where you
Yes.
see all these bodies, and you
Yep.
also see a gallows where there's 5 ropes and 5 people attached to these ropes waiting to be hung. There's a crowd amassed around, and you see a guard up there
I
shouting
really think it's hanged.
their crowds. I literally Googled it
I
and
think
sent it to
in
you.
this in the sake of
And
like,
she's screaming,
hanging someone.
treason, distribution of contraband, exiting the QZ walls, and treason. Sentencing, hanged. And then you hear as a lever is pulled and they are dropped.
Just like that.
A lot of them snap, maybe 2 of them dance, and the crowd cheers as they just
That's crazy.
wiggle like a fish.
I
start
hold
twerking.
my main crystal necklace, and I close my eyes and I say my little prayer
Yeah. You say a little prayer as you push forward. What?
for any death.
What was that?
I thought you had your monster. I thought you got your energy drink without getting mine. I was
No,
gonna be really
it's still
offended.
the
Without
peppy.
getting yours, I'm sorry.
I was gonna be really mad.
But as you guys push past this, you walk a little bit further, and the wall of the QZ is coming to your vision of the front gate, and you start to smell a kind of burning flesh smell as you approach the fire pits near the front of the QZ, where infected people or diseased people are just kind of tossed into a large fire pit. You see multiple trucks lined up, filled with bodies, and there are people throwing bodies into this fire pit for measly ration cards. You see there is a stand kind of near the street with the fire pits behind, where you see there's tons of shoes and clothing and stuff for purchase, assumingly taken from the bodies that are burned behind this little shop. But
Do I have any ration cards on me?
yeah, we'll say each of you have 6 ration cards on you.
How close is the clothes to the fire?
Got my hand.
It's probably like
this table.
20 feet.
Got my
Okay,
hand
that's
looking
fine.
like Kyle.
I keep.
You're definitely nervous looking at the big fire.
Yeah, I definitely have eyes on the fire, but I like go over to
Okay,
the pile
I'll protect him. I'll walk on the side closer to the fire next to him.
and
Nice.
I like start looking for a pair of boots.
All right. You find a section that has tons of boots. They are all worn and, not in the greatest condition, but some of them might be considered better than yours.
I look for some boots that may be better than mine.
All right. You find a pair that looks to be better than yours.
Hell
You go
yeah.
up to the stand, and there's just like this old guy just covered in ash. And he kind of looks at you. We 1 ration card.
I hand him the ration card.
Enjoy the boots.
Thanks. Damn, size 10.
So you got yourself some new boots. And you guys continue towards the stash. You can see the tower to the right of the front gate behind the walls. And so you guys start going between alleys, between buildings, making your way back there until you reach. And you come through to like what feels like a small little garden area that surrounds this kind of tallish tower that now doesn't really work for anything. It's just a tower that's there. And you guys look at the base of this tower, and you see there is a hole already dug up with a chest sticking out of this hole that is open.
Oh. Wait, a treasure chest or a human chest?
Essentially, a treasure chest.
Okay.
It's
Because I was imagining
It's like a rib cage.
split open like in Saw. I was imagining that, but like in like a hole. And I
no,
was
just
like,
like a treasure chest.
I was like, well, let's look in there.
It's small. It's definitely small, but
Okay. Well,
There's absolutely nothing in
it's
it.
got
You
more
approach
in
it?
there than a.
and you look, and it does look like there's about like 3 ration cards still kind of tucked in there.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll hand them out to
All right, you hand them out.
everybody but myself.
Nah,
Wow.
you can keep it.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm fat. I
I
don't
take
need
no
it.
ration.
Yeah, true. He doesn't need to
I'm
eat.
chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
Okay.
Bruce.
I pat my belly. Pat, pat, pat.
Pat, pat,
Yeah,
pat.
you're right. You don't need this.
And as you're patting your belly, you notice some movement, like on the other side of this phone
Throw
tower.
my gun. I draw it from under my man boob.
It kind of bounces a little bit.
Observant.
I'm just like,
You guys kind of turn the corner with your gun out, and you notice there's a guy sitting there, like almost praying or meditating, and there's like a bunch of crates in front of him that have like the lids open. And he's kind of sitting in like a spot between all of these crates, and he's just kind of like praying to himself.
I slide my gun back underneath the man
this is a
boob.
man.
Prayers.
Yeah, looks like a man.
Wait, he's just praying. He's just praying. Hold
To a
on.
man.
How do you know that?
God is woman.
Come on, man.
I want them
You should make that
to
one
stay
yet.
back because I don't.
Oh,
It's not out. It's not out.
I know these people
I'm
kind
just
of, but
progressive,
like
bro.
I don't think they'll be as sensitive as I will to his spiritual needs.
Sure.
Do I
So,
recognize this man?
I'm gonna like wave my hand and I'm gonna like gently go up to him.
Okay. It's hard to tell from the back of his head. You can tell it's a man. You approach this figure,
Mhm.
and as you do, the figure kind of stops praying and he looks over, and you recognize him as one of your Firefly friends. And he kind of looks at you and he's like, "I'm glad you're here for this." And then you see he pulls out a lighter and he lights a fuse in front of him.
Oh,
And you watch as all these multiple fuses.
I like
knew
grab
it.
his shoulder.
I knew it, dude.
I
Is he
grab his
suicide
shoulder
bombing
and I
us?
squeeze.
I'm
and
watching
then
like this.
I run.
Okay.
And I'm gonna.
Is he suicide bombing himself?
We gotta go.
Well, okay.
So you start watching these little fuses snaking around these crates, and then all of a sudden,
Oh.
Oh. Thought he was gonna suicide bomb himself.
No,
fireworks
but this is about to alert someone.
start going off into the
Yeah, he
sky.
shouldn't be around here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I turn
Wait.
around and walk away.
Are those crates are open?
Yeah, and they seem to be full with like fireworks that are facing upward.
Mm.
Could I maybe yoink a firework?
You wanna?
You
From-
After he
Hear
lights
all
them,
the
he
fuses?
kind of stands up and he almost takes like a protective stance.
Okay,
I don't think
fine.
you can.
I'm just gonna back the fuck up.
Yeah, so you guys start backing the fuck up, and you immediately start hearing people being like, "Whoa, fireworks!" And everyone's like, "You guys have never seen fireworks in the QZ." And it's probably been 20 years since you've seen fireworks, to be honest. Like, it's
So
been a
true.
long time.
Mm.
It has.
And so part of it is really beautiful to you. But as you guys are kind of leaving the area, can everyone make a fitness check, a stealth check, as you notice there are
Oh, stealthy.
I have
One or-
stealthy as a trait. What does that mean?
+2.
+2.
Could I, since we're out and about in the city, could I use street smarts to
Sure.
find better spots?
Yes.
Wait,
So that's an
Fine.
8.
wait, what do we add to stealthy?
Just
+2.
+2.
Just +2, nothing else?
Yep. And then you would have your fitness to this check.
Okay, okay, that's what I was
plus
asking.
fitness.
Yeah, because
Oh, the
Yeah.
9.
9. Okay.
I got 8.
8.
10.
10.
6.
6. Okay. Most of the group passed, so we'll say you guys hear someone stomping down the alley, which is one of the tight spots to get out of here back into the main street, and so you guys duck to the right and get behind some kind of barrel, and you're kind of hiding
Daryl?
Scooby-Doo style, but it seems to be enough as a few guards come running down the alley
One head on
towards
top
these
of it.
fireworks.
Bruce, get your tit off my head.
And as 2 of these guards go running by, you guys have an opportunity to go down the alley. Do you take it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's probably the smart
Right,
idea.
so you
right?
guys-
Follow the group.
I don't even think about it.
You guys take it down the alley, and then within a few moments, you are back out onto the main street. You see everyone's kind of standing there looking at the fireworks going off into the sky. It's pretty beautiful. People are kind of not even paying attention to the gallows anymore. But the fireworks just...
Well, we have no idea who took the money,
Yeah.
nor do we know who Robert's daughter is.
Yeah.
So I say the case closed.
What's your name again?
Rihanna.
Yeah, why do your buddies all keep dying?
That's fucked up.
No, I'm for real. Cause like, they seem like into it.
Okay, which ones? Because
The one with the fireworks?
that one is the
He
only
didn't
one
kill
you
him
know
though. He's
of.
still alive.
You
No,
don't
that's
know
What
of-
are you
true.
doing?
He's just
No,
shooting
no one
fireworks
knows
off
of the other one.
in a box.
Actually,
No. There was a bunch of boxes with fireworks.
So,
I thought he was suicide.
no one
bombing,
knows
but
about the other.
I also thought
The fireflies.
that.
I mean, there was
I
some
know too.
massive shootout.
I was like,
but
where do
like,
you get all this TNT? I probably did this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so is he crazy?
he is. He is.
Are you crazy?
Am I? I feel enlightened.
Who isn't a little crazy these days?
That's
I
true.
wasn't
Everyone's
talking
just
to
a
you.
little off there.
I
You
know.
will address me as
Oh.
Miss Smith.
I'm not crazy.
Whoa.
As you guys are talking, you hear
Ms.
someone apparently down that back alley gets shot.
Ooh, yeah, that might have been yours.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, Rhiannon, but I,
I kind
think
of
we need
peek
to
over
get
the
out of
corner
here.
to see what's going on over
I
there.
think I just
You
automatically
make
assumed
a
it's
brains check.
Damn it.
Well, I saw
Perception.
her walk up to him.
Yeah, no, but like it
One
could
time I
maybe
rolled
somebody
6,
else
I
got
got a
shot,
negative
and not
2.
him. But
So
were you
7
gonna-
minus 2.
I believe in the
5.
rationale of cause and
You,
effect.
you look and you can see like a few silhouetted figures, but it's behind some alleys, behind some stuff. It's really hard to see. But
I
you
probably
looking for
shouldn't go over there.
men to kill?
No, I was looking to see her friend died. I was gonna lure him, but there's people.
but as
still.
you guys are figuring out your next course of action,
we should go to the stash.
We already went to the
that was
stash. It's empty.
Chest. That's what when you
Right.
That's where the chest
Yeah.
was, the human chest.
And there were no clues.
correct. No, well, we're case
So
closed.
what the hell are we
Yeah.
doing?
Case closed.
I
Start
got
asking
things
around.
to do.
Why
Yeah,
don't
start asking around.
we should find his daughter. I mean, Robert, he had to have lived close to, at least close to his hideout. Because there's no way he would be traversing across
I pull out my gun.
the entire QZ.
Geneva,
No
no.
way.
He's like the crime ringleader. I'm sure he probably has multiple houses.
I'm gonna head back to the warehouse.
because he's
He
like
probably
the
has at
leader.
least one like safe
I'm
house, and
gonna-
it's probably closer.
Would I know
Think
of
so? I
like
don't-
where any of like the higher ups maybe live that work directly with Robert?
Me.
typically like the farther back into the city you go, like the better off you are.
Okay.
Well, okay, wait. Did he work out of the work? Like, there was a place that he worked out of. Like, that wasn't his home. He was like, that was where we met him to do, and he would do his work.
That was
Yeah.
the warehouse where you guys
Yeah.
started off.
But he's
This-
got to be close to there because there's really
Yeah.
no way.
That's what
You
I'm
imagine he
thinking.
would live
Yeah.
close.
I was thinking about
Yeah,
going
yeah.
back. Wait, was the warehouse the one we went to where the Humvee showed up?
No, that was the
No.
It's a different
That
one.
was
The first
towards the
warehouse.
front.
Okay,
That was
I
towards
think
the
we should
front.
go back to the warehouse and look for.
Yeah,
like, double
I think
check
we should go
some
back
things.
there and see
I
if we
think
can
so.
find anything. Yeah.
And instead of saying that, actually, I think instead of telling you guys, I'm just gonna turn around and start walking.
Well,
Alright.
I
Well, I was gonna go
literally
that
And as
way.
you
gonna say-
turn around and start walking, you hear shouting from behind you towards the gate of the wall. You hear some kind of large argument happening, which is kind of weird being like the beautiful fireworks. You want to listen?
I don't
I
turn
would.
around,
Make
but
a brains check.
I don't turn around, but I
You know
slow
what?
down.
I'll also listen.
I slow down and I
You
peek
think
my
I could?
ear
You
holes.
think I could do observant for that?
Sure. Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like I'd
Eight.
be enamored with this guy. Like I keep looking up at the fireworks, even though we're walking. Like I'm
Yeah.
just staring at him because I've never
Five.
seen
7.
these.
7.
I'm realizing that I've literally like never seen these before ever.
Yeah.
Me
True.
born in the
Never.
apocalypse?
I'm unfazed.
I was born. I'm like about 20, so I was
Oh.
born like
Right
the
as
year
it
it
kicked
happened.
off.
Yeah, she's a.
Oh, you were youngin. You're a youngin.
I'm 30.
I'm a
Um,
COVID baby.
So you don't. You're kind of enamored by the fireworks, like
Sure.
how pretty they are. But you guys overhear the argument, and you hear the soldiers being like, "What's in the box? What's in the box?"
What's in the box?
John Doe has the upper hand.
and then you
I
hear-
repeat.
From the rooftop above, and you guys look and you see there's someone in a window shooting the guards in front of this guy
Oh, fuck
that's next
yeah.
to the wall.
Oh my god.
I
And-
turn and go towards that building.
You turn and go towards that building, at which point you hear the guy towards the wall shout, "Tomorrow is a new dawn!" And something explodes. A huge amount of explosives go off all at once
What?
up against the gate and wall as the wall is cascaded and thrown into the air.
The zombie.
And the fireworks.
Me bamba.
These guys are like
Chunks of
fanatics.
stone go hurling and fire as well. I would like you to make a cool check from the fire as this huge fireball takes over.
What the fuck?
Oh shit.
I'm like,
What the fuck?
Okay.
wait, so the building the guy was in, was that
do
part
I
of the
do I get a
wall?
minus
No.
4 to that?
He was
Okay.
like across the street.
Well, is there a
It'd be
penalty?
-4, yes.
Mhm.
5. 5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d4 for me.
Hell yeah.
No ID for?
Are there like people like trying to surround that building that the guy
So,
was shooting out of?
One.
I'll explain everything in a second.
Oh,
Um,
I guess I can wait.
You begin to hyperventilate. You are having a panic attack. You're incapable of clear thought, and you take -2 on all rolls until you calm down,
Fuck yeah.
which you're going to have to find a way to calm down.
Bruce, give me a fucking cigarette.
So you start having a panic attack, but this explosion rocks you all. You all fall over as the shockwave ripples through the crowd that you are surrounded in.
You said that the explosion hit the walls, like the big walls?
Like the QZ walls just exploded. There's a massive hole in the wall to this QZ now. And the rock and debris is covering the street behind you. It got thrown into the air, and now the street is just covered in debris and crushed houses and crushed people. It is a mess behind you, and you know like that is the only way back. And there is fire in this, but you can almost see some crawlways or crawl spaces through here. And as you're all kind of getting up off the ground, trying to recoup, you're having a full-blown plan attack. You hear this sniper on the roof just shooting people at free will, whoever it wants now. You see people getting up and then getting shot in the head, falling down. What do you guys do in this moment?
Meet me at the warehouse. I need to
fight across space.
I
Fuck.
do like the sneaky wall thing, so he
Okay,
can't
so
see
you get
me.
up against the wall.
And I make my way towards the building, but I don't go through a door. Are there windows on this building? This is like an office building, right?
Yeah,
So there's windows.
there are windows. He seems to be like on the 3rd floor, the highest floor.
I climb in one of the ground floor windows, so I'm not like obviously coming through the door.
Okay.
I make my way towards stairs.
All right, so you climb into the
You're going
building.
after him?
I just want to see what's going on.
Shit. Okay. Word.
You start looking for a crawl space, like going through the debris. What are you doing?
I wanna.
You
You know what?
Somewhere
Go
to,
power. I'm gonna follow you.
Just somewhere to
Okay.
take
Okay.
hard
Don't give
cover
me a
from
fucking-
above.
Well, you're hyperventilating.
So that
still,
I'm
aren't you?
not
Or did you
gonna
do
get-
that?
I think
I'll drag you to my crawl space.
I might bolt.
You know, you might bolt. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean,
If you know what,
we don't get shot.
He's not made for this.
You're most in need of.
Well,
Of,
I just
Not
said
cut out
meet
for
me
this
at
life.
I just said
Not
meet
built
me
for this
meet me
shit.
at the warehouse,
That's
meet,
true.
meet.
and I wanna try and I wanna run back to
I'm
my.
trying to reference something
my
and I can't
apartment.
remember what it is.
Oh, then
It's like a
I'm
song.
following you.
You guys know what I'm trying
You're
to
following
reference, that
her?
song. It's like,
Mhm.
Okay, so you guys go into the building.
Yeah.
meet. It's like a sound. It's
Well,
like a
you
sound
two, he finds a crawl space and you
Not
take
the
off
window,
towards the
I
warehouse,
guess,
essentially.
but-
I'm going to my house.
Okay,
to my
so that
apartment.
means you have to run through the debris on Main Street that's on fire.
Motherfucker. Then I guess I won't be doing that then.
Okay.
I thought it was behind me.
No, it
call
got
out-
thrown into
Never
the air
mind,
and like
I'm
covered.
hiding.
A lot of the rocks like hit buildings
If
and then the
you're-
buildings slid off into the streets and it's a
If you're
disaster right now.
hyperventilating and you're staying there, I want to stay near you because you obviously need it the most. I'm gonna try to calm you down.
I'm
hit
hiding.
buildings, hit
Okay.
buildings.
Okay,
You're hiding.
go ahead and make a stealth check.
I try and call you.
Are you hiding from the
towards
group
me.
as well?
Probably.
Okay.
I pull my assault rifle out of my pants. I'm just
Okay,
gonna
you
lay
pull
on
your
the-
assault
just
rifle
gonna
out.
lay on the ground.
You're probably on the
So-
second floor making your way
I
up.
guess. Damn, -4 is brutal. I guess
It
it's
is.
a 9.
I'm doing
9.
it
Well,
for
this would
good
be
too,
minus
by the way.
-2 because your panic attack. The -4 was just because
Oh, because of the fire.
it was fire
Okay,
and
then
that was
11.
your flaw. 11? Okay, yeah. You disappear from the group site. He just kind of vanishes in the
Yeah.
shadow.
Then
Then you're going with her. You find a decent enough crawl space, easy
I'm going
enough.
with you.
Probably like a broken part of a building you
Did the
go into.
snipers stop shooting?
And he's still shooting. But
As I'm getting up there,
if
I'm
he stops,
being
I'll
real
run.
sneaky. I got my gun ready. I'm like,
all right,
Do
make
that,
make a fitness check for me for your stealth. You're with her.
please.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what?
Are you
behind-
making a stealth?
Yeah, I'll
I gotta
stay
trade
behind
you
you.
guys out.
I
You've been
want
doing
to
bad.
keep my stealth.
Please.
Okay.
Yes!
Nice.
What am I
So-
doing? A fitness?
Fitness plus stealthy if you've got it.
Yes, so I get
That's
3.
yeah.
So 13.
13. Very
Yeah.
stealthy.
Eat your mom.
6.
Oh, word.
I have an 8.
What's up
An
with
8?
you, bro?
Okay. So you both feel pretty stealthy. You're kind of on the 3rd floor and you're just outside of the room where you can hear the shooting. You quietly open the door or do you bust open the door? He's like just in the room. You're in the
door's
hallway.
closed. He left
The
the, door
door's
closed.
closed.
Is it a man?
It's-
Of course it's a man.
I'll assume you grab the knob and it's locked.
Oh, I grabbed
Okay, what I do is I kick the door in, but then I'm like, bah! Like I kick it in and I'm like, bah!
Boom, Michael
Do you
Scarn.
shoot? Or you just...
Yeah, I aim for like the kneecap.
Okay.
Yo, you're shooting right away.
Boom,
Yeah,
Michael
but just in the
Scarn.
knee.
Okay. So you...
And I got killer aim.
You kick
Oh,
open
Mark.
the door.
Killer
you point the gun
aim.
at him. Make a combat check for his knee.
You guys got this. 7 plus 1. 8.
8.
Not
Okay.
terrible. Not bad. Not bad.
You kick open the door and the guy is like in the window, and you kick open and he looks back and he goes to turn the rifle around. At which point you shoot his knee out and you watch as his leg like folds in and he hits the ground and the rifle kind of slides out like 2 feet from him as he grabs his knee.
I go up really quick and I put my foot on the rifle and
You kick it back.
kick it back, yeah.
As you reach for it, but you get it out and he's like and he's kind of looking at you, and then he pulls out a shiv.
My gun's trained on him.
He's kind of looking at you. My knee. Fuck. What are you doing?
I'm like watching all this. I'm like, what is even going on? Like, what? Geneva, you can't. What are you even doing? What is
Yo,
going
whose side
on?
are you on, Geneva?
Point the gun at her.
No.
Whoa, Geneva, we need to calm down. We need to at least ask some sort of questions.
We would have
Like,
gotten
what's going
shot,
on?
you idiot. Shut the fuck up. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm killing the cancer. What do you think I'm doing?
Who's the cancer? Be specific.
Us, you, me, all of us.
Then kill yourself.
I want to.
When this is all over.
Okay, I should
I
have been
want
there.
to.
His brains splatter against the wall.
Damn, that was
The
easy.
window kind of shatters open.
No, he was just batshit crazy.
We'll say you hear the window shatter from below as you're hiding in that building, Mr. Homeless Man. And so you know that the shooting is done now.
Oh,
He's
see?
there.
I loot his body.
Okay.
And I take his ammo. Wait, I take his rifle too.
Okay.
His ammo won't fit in mine.
True. 50 caliber
Can I have
bullet.
another gun, please?
How many do you
Kimbo
have?
pistol.
I just have one.
I just have one.
Everybody, I'm the only one who has a second
What
gun.
else does he have on him?
I don't know. A shiv? Anyways, what
He
else
does.
does he have on him?
Make a brains check to search his body.
Damn, I'm so
I
dumb.
would like to think about my birds to
Okay.
calm me down.
Okay. Make a cool check
5.
with -2. 5. You find like one supply. It seems like he went through most of his ammo already.
Okay, so is the supply I get then, would it be for ammo for the rifle or for the gun I already have?
Either.
It's just.
It's
Okay.
just
Seven.
ammo.
So I
It
have a
just
rifle
is.
and 3 ammo. Is there,
Yeah.
wait, is the gun, does it have anything in it that's not used?
No,
Any ammo?
it's empty.
Damn.
7.
7. Yeah, that's enough. You manage to like calm yourself down as you're kind of hiding in an alley. You're kind of sitting there. You don't see the fire. You're just in darkness. You're thinking about your birds. You're thinking about your birds, and you hear, and you start hearing screaming as people are. It sounds like
They're in
people are
the
getting
cuisine.
mauled and attacked out in the streets.
Okay.
God damn it.
I'm gonna look for
You hear that as
Wayne,
well.
right?
Warren.
Warren?
Yeah.
Warren? Yeah.
Warren.
Oh, like yeah. Okay. City.
I'm
I'm
not used
gonna
to
look
it.
for Warren.
Like the
Seeing
city.
And
A lot of people are dropping like flies right now. It's
You mean like
you're
the-
definitely in like a
the,
mass casualty event.
The emo dude in Sky
I feel like
High.
this is kind of like
I don't
wrecking
think so.
my.
Oh, War and Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty wrecking my
I
vibe.
love him.
Um,
So cute.
I'm gonna look for him
Okay.
and then try to go to the. Did I see them run into the building?
You did see them go into the
Okay.
building.
then
Yeah.
I would try and find Warren, and head to that building
All right.
that they're in.
Are you making yourself seen once you calm down, or are you still staying
Making
hidden?
yourself seen.
I'm kind of staying hidden for the meantime.
Okay.
I have
Make
like,
a brains check to look for
I
him.
have a soap carved bird that I'm like.
Just keep me safe.
3.
You look around, you do not see him anywhere, but you do know that they're in the building. And as you're like looking out in the street, you watch as like a woman is running and something jumps on her back, like some kind of person, and you see it just like tearing into her neck as she's screaming and crawling across the floor as it's like pulling her back towards the debris. And you see a lot of things coming through the wall into the QZ now,
I'm just gonna yell
with
out.
just the firelight illuminating them.
Warren, get to the building! I'm running. Okay, bye. And then I start sprinting towards the building.
I come out of my daze. Ugh.
You hear him shout that.
And you can just see. Boom, boom.
All right. Come on, Warren.
So you sprint across the street into the building as you see multiple people just getting taken down by these infected creatures. You manage to get into the building. You remember the shooter was on the 3rd floor.
I'm staying by the door until Warren gets in here. I'm about
Okay.
to barricade that.
Okay.
door.
Yeah, I guess I will run.
All right. So you're running. Can you make a new stealth check for me?
Yeah.
As you start running out into the street, you see like the infected are like if they were a wave, they're at the door level as you're
Okay.
running across the street. So like there's infected in front of you in the street.
Not bad at all. 12.
12? Oh, yeah. So you managed to go a little left, veer off as they're attacking some other innocent people, and you really get like a good view of them. You haven't seen an infected in a minute, and these ones are like you've seen infected where like people get bit and they pretty much immediately become like a zombie where they're like bleeding out of the mouth, kind of going crazy. They have a little bit of like some fungus coming out of the mouth, but a lot of these are completely like grown over, like their heads are split and kind of growing out to the sides. Their mouths are almost split a little bit too, and they've just got fungus growing out of them everywhere. They hardly look like people anymore, but they are very efficient at killing. They're fast, they're jumping, they're clawing, they're doing their thing. But you manage to get into the building, run in, you probably close the door behind you, and you see your friend standing there, catching his breath.
Bruce, you got any high-powered explosives on you?
Don't let me down.
Hell no. Why would I have that?
Bruce.
I live on the street, bro.
And you hear fireworks.
All right.
We gotta barricade
guess
this
I'm-
door, though.
Yeah.
No
I'm
lie.
dissociating a little bit and watching the fireworks. That's
Yeah,
only
through
thing I
the
can
window
do
as she's
from-
like picking the pockets.
That's the only
I
thing I can do
definitely,
from the third
I definitely
floor.
help him barricade up the door.
If anybody do you want to see?
No.
If anybody tries to come into our building, I'm gonna pistol whip them, even if
Okay.
they're human. Nobody,
Yeah,
I'm
and-
not
Are you
letting
in
them
our
in.
building now?
Yeah, now we both are.
It seems like a lot of people took their odds with the debris. They were kind of like crawling under the debris and over it. Like they weren't. It wasn't like completely on fire. There's just like patches of fire, so like you can get through it. But a lot of people are just straight running towards the back of the city because that's like where the guards and stuff are.
Yeah.
So and you guys duck into this building. You close the door. You
Mhm.
probably pull up like a couch or like a cabinet that you see there. You brace it against the door. But you look at the shattered window to your right that Geneva jumped through.
Oh,
to get in
hell,
here.
Bruce, what happened?
I don't know. Fuck.
All right, third floor, let's go.
Yeah.
So you guys start
Probably
booking
a
it for
good
the
idea.
third floor, and
Yeah.
quickly enough, you guys get up there. There's
I'm
probably
on-
like a few cowering people along the way, kind of looking out of their rooms and stuff like that in the hallway, being like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Stay inside.
I think we should block the stairs. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys got furniture in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what I want to do.
I'll
Fill
make
the
a cool
stairway.
check to like persuade them.
Oh, not me. Oh, 0. That's not bad.
It's okay. I'm -2. It's better you than me.
I remember what I want to do.
What?
I stomped the dude's skull in.
Could I
Okay.
argue? Could I argue quick thinker or perhaps survivalist?
I'll give you quick thinker.
Can't
Okay.
come
I'll give you
back
quick
without a
thinker.
skull.
So 9 then.
Okay, 9.
Or a brain to
Yeah,
infect.
you managed to convince enough of them where like a few of the more like sturdy men here who can lift heavier things
Plus
start
two.
like dragging
Plus
their
2.
beds out of the rooms and start like putting
That's
it up on
enough.
the stairs and stuff like that. But you guys push to the third floor, where you see your 2 companions. You see the hippie girl is just kind of staring out the windows, looking at the fireworks, maybe like dancing slightly in place, while she is stomping on a guy's skull.
No, I just need one stomp. That's
Okay,
all.
just one stomp.
One stomp.
One Isaac Clarke stomp.
And
I
he's-
walk in. I walk in. I'm like, who the fuck jumped through the window? And I look. I see her
She's
dissociating.
got like glass
and
in her.
And I see her just. And I'm like, okay, all right.
Yep.
Well, there's zombies inside of the QZ, so we're fucked.
Well, at least this dude won't turn into a zombie.
Newsflash.
Newsflash, moron.
I'm shocked. I had no idea that this was
There
their
were
plan.
zombies.
I mean,
Who's playing?
the fireflies. I mean, who else could have done this? Fedra didn't do this.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Robert did this.
Yeah, but he's dead.
And then he died.
That was a fake Robert.
Not my goat. He saved my life.
That was Roberto.
Roberta.
Well, I think
Roberta.
Well, I guess we should probably just lay low, huh?
I think we should get out of here.
Oh my
When we can.
birds.
Is it like
Fuck.
because it's dark? Or
Yeah, I
It
still
is
want to
dark
go
out.
back. I still want to go back to that warehouse, but I think we should stay the night
You
here.
can probably like look down on the street, and you see it is filling up with infected.
Yeah, like, we're
it is.
gonna go
It
right
is
now.
almost like a river of infected pouring
I'm
in from the city.
stealthing.
How tall
And
is
you
this
see
building?
some of them are even like bigger and burlier. Like there's probably like 3 or 4 of these like almost 8 feet tall, big burly infected looking
Oh,
things with just these
Jesus. Oh,
huge spores
We're
kind
Left 4
of
Dead,
coming off
bro.
the shoulder. And
Dibs. To kill.
Smoker.
you see some of them kind of grab like a spore off of them and just chuck it into the air over the
Oh,
debris.
man.
When the thing hits, it explodes into spores.
Oh, that's terrible, actually.
That's kind of cool. How many floors is this building?
3.
Damn it.
We're so
Just 3.
fucked.
Okay, well, I would like to... The front... Did you guys barricade the door downstairs?
We barricaded the stairs.
But there's an open window too.
There's stairs.
on the first
How many rooms are on the 3rd floor then?
Oh, first floor is fucked, bro.
Probably like
I
on the
just
what floor?
realized.
How are we gonna get out?
Probably like 10 rooms. It's
I
probably
wanna-
the same amount.
I'm brewing
I wanna
up an
go through the
idea.
rooms
Don't
and
you
loot.
worry.
Okay, make
My
a
chunky
range
friend.
check.
We could lower a rope over the side, maybe. Sheets?
Yeah, that-
God, I'm so
oh,
bad.
sheets. Yeah.
I
that's-
You
was-
start
I was
hearing
thinking-
shouting from the 2nd floor.
I'll have to go last.
Hold the line!
I was thinking.
Wait,
What was your check?
6.
You think I could make a
Just need to
grappling?
throw,
You find 2 supplies.
Yes.
I'm gonna run down the stairs and see what's happening on the second floor.
All right. You see, like the barricade that they built on the stairs is like currently like bouncing and being pushed, and you see a bunch of guys like trying to throw stuff on it and like trying to brace it. But you can just hear the snarling and growling of
Sheets now.
tons of these infected on the other side trying to get through.
I'm gonna like, guys, we're gonna like climb out the window with a
This sounds like an absolutely terrible dog shit idea. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, well, what else do we got?
What
There
else
is,
do we
like,
have? What else do we
Zip
have?
line.
access. There is like a stairway that goes to the roof.
Yeah,
Just
but-
kidding, we're going to the roof.
Then
Come with me.
Come to the roof.
Just letting you guys know.
I'll run back
But-
upstairs. You know.
I mean, is there stairs down from the roof?
How
don't know.
how far
unsure.
across to the next building?
I guess we could grab some
It's
sheets.
maybe
just
like
we should probably grab some.
5 to 6 feet. These alleys are like really tight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hardcore. Wait, I can't do that.
Fat bro.
What about the next building?
I
Who's
can.
gonna be in there?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
good.
We can get to that when we go to the next building.
Hopefully not zombies.
Yeah, maybe a nice.
But you guys shout that, and a few people start running up
Yeah, I'll
with you guys.
I'll come
Did
back to the
you
group.
pick Crazy Guy clean? Did you take everything from him?
No, I left you the shiv.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I take the shiv.
All right, so you take the shiv.
Okay.
Mhm.
You asked earlier if there's anything with the rifle, and I said the shiv.
Oh, I thought you would take the shiv, so that way you have a hand weapon too.
I have a knife.
Because you can have. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you
How
got
do
the
you think I-
tactical knife.
How do you think I
Yeah.
punctured a hole in his oil basin with my
yeah.
teeth?
True.
Yummer.
But you
Maybe.
guys make your way to the roof.
That'd be awesome.
We're
it's-
grabbing some soak sheets as.
Okay, yeah,
bed
easy
sheets.
enough. There's tons of beds and stuff. You grab some sheets,
We're jumping to the
and you
next
get up
building
there.
now.
There's probably
in
like
case
a
we
group
need
of
it,
like
I'm putting
10 people
my
with you
hiking
of
backpack.
varying genders.
I got my hiking backpack.
Hiking backpack.
That's my one and only item that I own besides my clothes.
What do you guys do? Are you hopping buildings?
Yeah, I'm having buildings.
probably.
And I'm doing like these cool like rolls too.
All right. So you guys start running
Gets-
these buildings.
gets a one.
I'll need 3 fitness
Fuck,
checks.
you're right.
One for every building you're jumping.
Okay. Are you praying first? You
I-
did not.
10.
I don't know if I can make these things.
6.
7.
And like when you guys are starting to leave the roof, there's a little bit of a hurry behind you because as these people have joined you on the roof, they've stopped barricading the thing, and so
Yeah.
you're assuming that barricade's breaking through, and these creatures are coming to the roof.
I got a 6.
6.
Or no, sorry, 7. 7.
Yeah, we'll go one at a time. So 6,
No, sorry.
9.
9.
Unless you give anything for survivalists.
Plus fitness.
Yeah, just fitness.
9.
9.
Fitness whole pizza
What was
in my
yours?
mouth.
My first one was 10.
10. Okay.
My first one
So
was
you
7,
all
sorry,
managed
yeah.
to easy enough get across the first building except for Brute. What was it? Bruce.
Yeah,
Bruce?
Yeah.
Don't let me down.
You kind of slipped.
Does a
and-
7 pass? Because that's what I got actually.
Oh, yeah, it does actually.
Oh, really? Oh,
So
nice, yeah.
you
I only have a
almost
-1.
failed, but you managed to catch your footing as you guys sprint across. You notice about 3 people in the crowd. They fall and miss their mark, and they fall into the alley where you can just hear them being torn to shreds as they're
Shit.
screaming as infected are down there just having their fun. But you guys run across this rooftop, kind of jumping over a few like old AC units that no longer work, and you make your way to the next building to jump over. Can everyone please make another fitness check for me?
Bruh.
9.
9,
3.
Ooh.
I
baby,
rolled
that's
2
a
once.
a
12.
12,
5.
5.
Yeah.
Well, you
Good
better
roll.
pull out those fond
You
memories.
do have core memories.
I think of my wedding day.
Okay.
Boy.
So you get an extra D6.
Yeah, with your wife or your husband.
I never married a man.
Okay,
Yeah, it was
I
with the
didn't
wife.
know. I was thinking maybe like
So roll an extra D6 to add to yours.
3, so makes it 6.
Okay, that's better.
I'll think of a fond memory of when I was a construction foreman and how powerful I felt while ordering people around and hopefully
Okay.
jump farther.
Okay.
It's just 1d6, right?
yeah.
And don't forget,
I rolled a 5,
with the
thank
supplies,
God.
if you burn 3 supplies, you get adrenaline, which your next 3 rolls are +4.
I might
Just
be doing
keep that
that.
in mind.
I might be doing that after this one.
3 supplies, isn't that 9 ammo?
Yeah.
I'm not giving
a
up
10
9
now.
ammo for shit.
10.
10? Okay, you definitely make it.
Thank
We'll
God.
say you make it with like spades. You rolled very good, and she kind of slips a little bit on the end, but you manage to like catch her arm before she completely falls,
Yeah.
and pull her
Thanks.
up. And you guys continue sprint. Once again, another 2 to 3 people.
I don't
fall,
think
they
it was for a
slip,
woman.
Yeah.
go into the alley, and you guys get to the
Same.
last building. Can everyone make your last fitness check?
I don't know if I trust you bitches.
I'm adrenaline.
I just catched you. I just caught you.
No, I'm talking to my dice.
10.
10.
I also got a 10.
Nice.
9.
9.
5.
5.
You can say 9.
Would you get a 9 or a 5?
5.
Are you gonna use your core memory or anything?
7.
Yeah.
7. Okay,
Yeah, let's
that's
go.
passing.
Let's go.
The day I
Let's go,
adopted
Bruce.
my
Thank God for
child,
adrenaline.
All right.
a girl.
Nice.
Wait, what?
So you're down to your last core
I had
memory.
a child.
Roll your d6.
A girl. Adopted.
Yeah, well, I can't fuck one out.
In vitro.
5. So that puts it at 10.
You passed.
Are you okay?
Thank goodness.
Damn.
Knew
So-
my dead wife would come in handy.
Okay.
Okay.
You all get to the end of this building, and you're about to jump on the next one, but you all stop as you realize the gap is far too wide.
Damn it.
Frick.
There's no building here that you can jump off to, and you look below. The street, you're now past the debris. There's no more debris on the street, but the crowd is full. It is like full crowd crush down on the street as everyone is just pushing towards the back of the QZ. What are you guys gonna do? There is another access to go into the building that you are on that would assumingly take you down to the main street.
About how far away is the next building?
Probably like 12 feet.
Could I... You think I could use my supplies to make a grappling hook?
You
I
got those sheets too.
would allow it.
Okay.
You could probably make a grappling hook.
How much supplies?
I would
I
say
have 5. If you need some too.
I'll say 4 supplies.
4 supplies for 1 grappling hook?
Yeah.
What if I made a tightrope and I got 2 grappling hooks?
I don't know if you guys are gonna. I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna hold me.
Yeah.
Just you specifically?
Yeah.
He's the heavy man.
I'm Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, I guess it's not really worth it. Because, like, if I grappling hook, I'm just gonna swing my ass into a fucking brick wall.
Yeah. Well, you could maybe like aim for a window.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, but if there's things in there.
Well, you're looking at the street, and it doesn't appear to be any infected yet, right here. Like it still seems to be people. You imagine like the infected is kind of behaving like a wave washing across the QZ, right? So
Wait, well, what about the flower that got thrown over?
that you've seen those were hitting like in the debris pile. So anyone like climbing through was basically suffocating on these spores.
But then they're turning into zombies, right?
Yeah.
You
So like
presume.
you imagine it's catching up, but you don't see any infected looking down below yet.
Okay. Should we go down the access stairs then?
Probably. I don't want to.
Is that the?
Fuck it, let's
I don't
go.
have any better
Fuck
ideas.
All right, you guys.
Alright, if we get split up, are we meeting at the warehouse?
Yeah.
Alright.
Fuck it,
The
we ball.
warehouse is back or forward?
It's forward just a little bit. Like you probably have to cross the street and then to the other side of the street, and then you start cutting down some back alleys
Oh, okay.
to the warehouse.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I guess we could go there.
Not
Is that our
far.
goal? That's our aim goal is to
You
get
know,
to the
like the
house?
secret
Yeah.
exit isn't necessarily near the warehouse.
Oh,
Right.
It's,
Are we
it's
trying
towards
to
the
leave
back
the
of the
city?
QZ.
are we trying to leave? Keep the QZ?
Not yet.
I'm not saying that is your
Not
goal,
yet.
but
I
I'm
think we
just
should leave yet.
if that was.
Okay, so warehouse
Yeah.
then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, that's where we're going
All right.
right now. That's our
So
goal at the moment.
you guys begin descending the stairs, heading towards the warehouse to do whatever you will, and that is where we will go on our first break.
the brag?
15 minutes.
So we will be back in about 15
15.
minutes. We will see you very soon.
Yeah, bye.
Bye bye.
Gas
war?
station rhino pills.
Yeah!
We are back
And
where we
girls.
left off.
And they, thems, and non-binaries. Any...
While the group was on the rooftop discussing rhino pills and honey packs. Just kidding. They decided that they needed to go to a warehouse across the way through the crowds to avoid this infection. You guys start running through the building. You see most of the building has already been evacuated. You're kind of running through the hallways as you notice all the rooms are open and the stuff is just ransacked through. People took what few things they could and took it with them and ran. So you can loot if you want, because some people probably left some stuff, or you can run out onto the street going down the 3 floors.
I don't think we have time to leave.
I'll just, if I can take like a passive look, I guess, if I see anything jump out of me.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to do a little loot.
Look for guns.
Go for it.
I'm
It'll
looking
be a
for
higher
ammo.
DC.
Okay. I'm not specifically looking for anything.
Sure.
Oh,
I don't think we have time.
What do we use? Oh, brains. Fuck
Yeah,
me.
brains.
8.
8.
8.
Yeah, you guys don't find anything passing through.
Fair.
Oh, I
they
wasn't
took
doing
everything
mine
with purpose.
passively like he said. I was looking. I stopped.
So you're gonna stop and take time while your group runs ahead?
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay. So you guys run ahead while you stay behind. So you would
rolled it.
find 1 supply with your 8, but you are 10 minutes behind your group now.
Was it really worth it,
Yeah.
Geneva?
Yeah.
So you're on pause for like 10 minutes.
'Cause
You
now I
guys run
have
ahead to the door.
21 ammo.
You notice Geneva just stop and start looting. Starts picking rooms tediously. What do you guys
She'll be
do?
fine.
Not my problem.
Yeah, no, I catch up.
Do I see
After 10 minutes, you're looting right now.
So what? We get to the door for the warehouse.
You get to the door to the building to go out into the main street. You notice Geneva
Oh.
stayed behind. She's on the 2nd floor, going through.
She knows where we're going.
Let's crack the door.
All right, you crack the door, and it is immediately like pushing against. Bless you, pushing against
Thank
something
you.
as there is a
That
crowd
hurt.
of people, out in the streets.
like-
the door is kind of pushing against the people.
People though.
People.
People.
You do
That's
hear a
all we
lot of. It's hard to tell with all the screaming and chaos, and like most of the light is being lit by like the orange firelight from behind from the explosion. So and there's like a little bit of rain coming through, so it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell, but there's a lot of screaming. Some of it could be people being attacked in the crowd. You don't know.
Are there any like back alleys that are easy to get to?
The warehouse is on the other side of the street. This is like the main street that kind of cuts through the center
Right.
of. So you imagine if you get across the street, you could cut through some alleys to kind of take it back towards there. Because you're pretty much like, if you're going northward through the QZ, you're pretty much as north as you want to go. Now you just need to go like west.
Well, I would imagine that I know my way, like how to maneuver a thirsty crowd. Thirsty.
I don't know about crowds. You're actually nervous about people.
Oh
in
yeah, I
crowds.
guess that's true.
So you're probably not too good with them, but
I'm about to
you
just
can
stomp
definitely
through all
navigate.
these motherfuckers.
All right.
Look out, the only guy with a high BMI coming through.
So I would like everyone
goofy
trying to push through the
man.
crowd to make a fitness check.
You guys just gotta follow
Am
me.
I there now?
No.
Can I use my big stomach to forget
guess.
food?
The only thing I have on me is that like the shiv that she gave me, so I want that like in my hand, just
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I
a
definitely have.
deterrent.
I have my buck
deterrent.
knife out.
Okay. Do you do anything to like encourage the crowd to get out of your way, or are you just kind of like pushing through?
I'm like walking like a fucking gorilla.
Like a jackass, bro.
Yeah.
Like one of the heavier dudes
Like a
here, you have
gorilla.
disadvantage.
I'm
of
pushing motherfuckers out the way.
And you guys are probably just riding his butt.
Kinda. I'm definitely weaving.
Okay.
I can weave.
I'm shoving people out the fucking way. I'm
Sure.
like,
I'm not an authoritative force.
And then you got out your shiv. Did you roll
Oh, for fitness.
for fitness? Yeah, you guys still have to roll your fitness checks.
I got an 11.
11,
Ooh, that is going to be a 12.
12,
I got a 10.
Yeah.
10.
10, 11, 12.
Okay. Yeah,
Hey!
you guys definitely managed to. It probably takes you like almost like 3 minutes to get to the other side of the street, just because sometimes you get to a part of the crowd where it was really dense. And so you'd almost have to skirt around, or like you would notice someone is just fighting. Like people are actually fighting each other for
Is
their own
someone
resources.
trying to like? I don't know. If anyone gets close to me, I'm using
I'm
my
gonna
shiv.
pistol whip motherfuckers in my way. Bitch!
What were you doing?
Bitch!
If anyone tries
Yeah.
to like come up to me or anything, like I'm definitely cutting them.
Okay. Well, there's probably a few people who like encroach upon your space that you
They're
might feel
getting
it. So you
slashed.
you cut-
Damn.
I'm very, very on
They
edge
even
right
do
now.
anything to you.
just make 2 combat checks for me. 2 combat rolls.
I don't use my knife unless someone's actually like coming at me.
So that's gonna be a 9. Can I add stealthy to this?
No, 9 would definitely hit them.
Okay.
So you're fine with 9.
So that's
that
one.
was 1. You're pistol whipping people who get in your way. You're not like, are you targeting the people who are like stealing? Like, what were you doing?
If I'm walking past somebody who is fighting somebody, I'm knocking one of them motherfuckers out. Like on the back of the head.
No
Like,
fighting.
I'm dome shotting
My
them.
second one is a 4.
Okay, your second one is a 4. So
These people
the
don't
second one
fucking-
you kind
No
of missed,
fighting,
but the
also
person,
fuck you,
it
get
seems to have, like
trampled,
they got
idiot.
bumped into you,
Hey, then
and
my
so
fault. I shouldn't have started fighting
you
for
like you
resources.
went to stab them, but you kind of missed. But they didn't like notice, nor
Okay.
did they take it any further than that.
That's insane. Just getting shivved in the middle of the
I'm
crowd.
standing.
for no
I'm probably
reason.
standing. Even though I'm hunched, I'm probably still standing
Um,
over most of the crowd because I'm still at 6
But
foot.
one of them,
Hunched.
you managed to like they kind of come at you and you just stab it right in their stomach, and they're kind of like
You won't kill that
and they
dude.
just kind of like fall into the crowd.
Hey, it don't matter.
But
bro.
people-
was going to attack
me.
But
It don't
people
matter.
just start stepping
It's a
over
man.
them, and
And
Yeah.
he was coming at me.
As you
No,
should.
it
As
don't-
you should.
If he dies, it's really not our problem, anyways.
Not
So,
that they can trace it back
Listen,
to
many
us.
people are dying right now.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Many
Yeah.
people are dying.
Yeah. So yeah.
Fuck the
if I see-
patriarchy.
make a combat check to
I'm
pistol
basically
whip one of these
chosen,
guys.
so I deserve to live more.
Yeah. You got plot armor.
That's right. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
12?
It's his fault for being an unnamed.
So you see these guys like
NPC.
fighting
Yeah,
over a
exactly.
bag, and one of the guys pulls out a gun and points it at him, and the guy's like, "Okay, chill,"
I'm
and
just
then you
coming
come up
side
behind him,
by. Boom!
and you pistol whip him in the back of the head, and he just goes
And I
forward.
grab the bag.
And you
Thank
grab
you
the bag.
very much.
Oh, you don't even get.
and I keep walking.
That's so
You grab the
good.
bag and you keep
Yoink.
walking.
I'll throw something for him. I'll throw something. Whatever. I'll grab something.
You just
out
grab
quick.
something. You
Yeah.
probably pull
whatever.
out like 3 ration cards.
Boom. Hand
You
it to
throw
him.
it. Thank you.
Oh my god.
He's not even mad. You just took the entire bag.
And then he takes the guy's gun.
He's like, I'll take
They
the whip.
start-
Oh yeah.
looting
Oh, he got
bodies.
the gun. That's fine. He kept the gun and 3 ration cards. He'll be safe for a little bit.
But you guys push to the other side of the street, where the crowd kind of doesn't seem to be like a good amount of people are going into the back alleys, the ones that you guys know that like various other places are accessible through. Because some of these people are like, "Fuck it, I'm done with this crowd. I'm gonna find another way to safety."
Have I
And a lot
caught
of
up?
people are coming to that. No, 10 minutes.
He'll tell you when you
It
catch
took
up.
It took them 3 minutes
to
to cross the street. So
My bad.
you
It just,
decided to stay and loot. So
it
this
just
is the
feels like it's been a
consequence of your
while.
action.
It's been a while.
But you guys pursue into this alley.
Oh.
All right. Can you guys make brains check for me? Brains checks.
All of us?
Yes. Just like looking back, like a glancing look.
All of us?
Yeah.
Even
Observe it.
me?
Yes. Because this is essentially a perception check, not you. You're looting.
Fuck.
It's gonna be a 10.
Geneva's gonna get lost in the zombies, bro. It's over for Geneva.
What?
10.
10?
I'm lost in
Okay.
the sauce.
8.
8. Woo. 12. Okay.
More like the zombies are gonna get lost
You're
in me.
kind of stressed with all of the. I forget your character's name. Sorry.
Warren.
Warren. Yes. Warren, Bruce,
Rhiannon.
Rhiannon.
Geneva.
Rihanna. And Geneva.
You're kind of looking out there, and you see some fire out there, Warren. And unfortunately, it's
Like
it's
their
kind
Geneva
of
conference.
distracting you. You can't focus. You two look out there, and you see a few people getting off the ground, and just immediately tearing into people in the crowd.
Yep.
There is an infection outbreak happening within this crowd now. But you guys are out of the crowd. You keep pushing forward.
Infection, more like infectious.
It doesn't take you long before you get to Roberts, especially since the crowd is thinner here. You kind of cut through some buildings, kind of take another side street. You kind of look to the left as you're crossing one of these streets, and you can hear a bunch of violence down the street towards the more front end of the QZ. You imagine this isn't isolated to the main street. This is kind of also hitting the alleys and stuff at this point. But you guys push through, and when you arrive at Robert's warehouse is when you finish looting the first floor of this building.
What?
You're
Wait.
done. You're done.
Oh, okay. I thought you
looted
meant
all
like
of
I
them.
had more
You already
floors.
got your
And
loot
now
from
there's
your check you
infection
rolled.
there.
Yeah.
Good
No.
luck,
So-
pal.
You look out the door and you see the crowd is pushing forward, but there's a lot of people being just eaten by these fungal infected looking creatures. You even see one big one kind of climbing out of the rubble into the crowd, and it's just like picking people up and tossing them.
Oh my.
What do you do?
Not my business.
Geneva's a little turned on right
You would know the warehouse is across the street.
No, it's
it
a
looks like a
man.
man.
now. Oh,
If it was
sorry.
a woman. Amazon.
Yeah, I head to the warehouse.
Okay.
But sneakily.
You want to do it sneakily?
No, I want to do it really
It's
fast.
gonna take you another 20 minutes.
Make a fitness check. to sprint across the street.
11.
Okay.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
You are fast as fuck, but the street, so like there's still a crowd, and so you're still like ducking and weaving, though it's kind of thinned out from what they had to go through. There's a lot of people on the ground and a lot of people getting off the ground. And so you're running and you're literally like jumping over people whose like lower halves are almost missing, and they're just like reaching out for you, snarling, as you can see like fungus kind of growing all over their face. And you kind of leaping over them, and you kind of look to your left as you're kind of running through here, too busy looking down, avoiding these guys, and you look up and you see one of the large, burly, infected creatures standing there like right beside you. He's going to take a swipe at you.
Literally not hot.
Literally not. Geneva is pissed.
He rolls really bad. He fails. So he
He's a
takes a
man.
large swing at you, and you kind of duck and keep running. And then as you kind of like glance over your shoulder, you see he grabs a big spore pot off him, and he tosses it towards you. He's going to make another attack.
I pull out my rifle as a bat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
Spores.
great.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Okay, this
I don't want to risk my rifle.
one hits, but you can take a reaction, which will allow you to basically tell me how you're going to evade this attack.
So it's a spore ball.
Yeah.
Has it gone like pew yet, or is it like?
So once it hits the ground, and so we'll imagine the whole attack is it hitting the ground and bursting.
How many feet would it like?
Probably like 5 feet.
Oh, okay. So I.
Backflip back.
That's what I was gonna say, but I don't know. I backflip out of there.
So you just like
Insane.
jump back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Delusional.
gotcha. Okay, so you're gonna make a fitness check.
I am delusional.
7.
That's interesting. That's a tie. I'll give it to you.
Again.
No, I'll give it to you. So we'll say you
Girlfriend
manage to,
privilege.
as this thing hits, you kind of see it coming over your shoulder, and you flip backwards, dodging
And when I
the spore
land?
cloud. You flip it off, and then you continue running across the street.
He's like,
and
"Arr!"
people are just getting torn up. But the creature gets busy and preoccupied with somebody else,
He's like, whatever.
and you get across the street, and then you start ducking through the alleys, trying to find your way to the warehouse. As you turn one of the corners, sprinting the whole way, right?
Yeah.
Can you make another fitness check for me? Is as you turn a corner, you see an infected person, very recently bitten, lunge out at you, ready to bite you.
7
7.
minutes in heaven. Ah.
This actually hits.
No.
So it's going to, since this is your first heart, it's more or less going to push you and not actually get a chance to bite or claw you yet, but it pushes you and you end up falling onto like a piece of wood that was sticking out, like maybe a broken barrel piece, and it kind of stabs you in your lower back ever so slightly. Not enough to like really fuck you up.
In the kidney lower back, or just like in the lower back?
Just the lower back. But you lose a heart from this. But you manage to get up, and the infected creature is standing in front of you, ready to make another attack. What do you do with your turn?
Headshot. Pew! With my pistol.
All right, make a combat check.
That'll be 1 supply, please.
A supply's 3.
Oh, okay, my bad.
1/3 of supply.
4.
4. So the
That
creature
is not a headshot.
is like getting up from pushing you, and you
Nipple
point the
shot.
gun at it, and it kind of clips the ear, and then it makes another attack against you.
And what do I do?
You
Die.
can take a reaction or take the hit, because it definitely hits.
I'll take a reaction.
Okay, so tell me how you dodge this attack. As
What
he's
is he-
coming at you with his bite, like he's coming to bite you or scratch you.
Bite me up in the upper area.
Yeah.
I go into a splits down below.
Okay.
Pew!
So make a
Black
fitness check.
Widow-ass character.
Hey, these
But
mechanics
a
gotta
lesbian.
stay nimble. 6.
Don't mind.
Okay. That's enough.
Unlucky. Uh-oh.
So you
And then while
managed
I'm
to.
down
Well,
here,
actually,
junk
6.
punch.
No, it's not enough. He rolled a little bit higher than you. So you go to do the splits, and unfortunately, he goes down, which isn't too hard for him to do. And this would be your second heart.
He's actually only 3 feet tall.
Is he gonna bite you?
No,
Oh yeah.
he's just gonna
So
scratch.
he
Not yet.
basically grabs onto you and he goes to bite you, which I'm gonna count that as your second hurt.
And I'm gonna. He's real close.
Yeah.
Ow!
Make your combat check again.
Do I get like advantage since I'm literally?
No.
Oh, good.
9.
Okay, that hits. He's going to try to duck with his reaction,
Dude, he's literally like on the
but
ground.
he rolls
with me.
worse. And so you manage to get the gun up underneath his mouth, and you just see the gray matter goes into the sky like a fountain
Drink it.
as the body just falls limp. But you are exhausted and kind of scared after this endeavor. Like you almost just got infected.
Yeah, like
You
am I
were
gonna get
a
on
breath away from it.
here? Let me see. We can get hearts with our supplies, right?
Yes, you can.
I've been hoarding them in ammo.
I think 2 supplies is half a heart.
Yeah.
I might do
Damn.
that. I might give up 2 of my rifle rounds for half a heart.
Okay.
You know what? I'll give up 4.
It would be 3 rounds. Right? Yeah, because 3
Yeah,
rounds is 1 supply.
is-
So it'd actually be 6
Oh.
rounds.
What? Fuck! I thought 3 rounds were 3 supplies. No, you're right.
1 round is 3 round. Or 1 supply is 3 rounds. It's
That's
2
fucked.
supply for half a health.
Okay.
So you need 6 rounds. If you're immediately turning them into ammo, if that's what you're doing. This seems like what she's doing.
That's what I've been doing.
Geneva's
But
like,
as you
health?
figure this out, we'll go to these guys. As you kind of take a step into an alley and start bandaging your wounds, you can figure out how many supplies you want to dedicate to that. We'll go to you guys, where you arrive at the warehouse. It seems eerily quiet. You remember the place is littered with the
Yeah.
bodies of your former comrades,
I can get
but you've already picked it clean. You've already
Yeah.
looted it. That's where you got
Don't
your
need
initial
no man's
supplies
help.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you guys arrive here. What do you do?
Mm,
It's a
Uh,
large kind of empty building with various
I guess-
crates that are also
Are we
empty.
going in to barricade it? I mean, Geneva's still out here. That's the only thing that I'm.
I think she'll be fine.
she doesn't really like us, so,
He's so fake.
I don't really care what happens.
Bro, you would literally kill me if you had the chance.
Yeah, real.
We
Um,
need somewhere to sleep for the night. We need somewhere.
We could sleep back in my
Anyway.
apartment if you don't mind the smell of bird shit.
I do, actually.
But
I'm not there.
this was our meetup place. If we got separated, we already established that. We should be here.
All right.
Yeah, we should wait
I know
a
there's
little
I know
bit.
there's dead bodies, but I guess
Well-
I don't know. Can the dead bodies be infected with spores?
Like
Can they
once
be
they're
re-added?
dead, they're dead. But like if you've been infected and then you die,
Then it's
you
different.
You can,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
I would like to listen into the building to see if I can hear any like.
Make a brains check. How many did you decide to dedicate to your health?
None.
None. You're just sticking with 1 heart.
Um,
How many supplies do you have?
I have 11 rounds for my pistol and 9 for my rifle.
So you've
You
dedicated.
have three.
That makes 20.
3 supplies in your pistol ammo.
You should. I mean, it's up to you.
I would do pistol ammo.
Technically, you'd make 21. So that'd be 7 supplies.
I would do get rid of the pistol ammo for like.
No, I used that one the most.
I mean, it's all the same ammo.
Yeah,
There's
just
no
Oh,
difference
yeah.
between
Right.
it.
I just been
But
allocating
if she
different.
if she was allocating it
It's
that
all-
way,
Yeah.
it would be 21
1 supply is 3
rounds,
ammo.
which is 7 supplies.
Wait, but I've been like erasing my rounds as I use them, so it's only. Wait, I'm confused.
That is what you should be doing.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So I'm gonna just do half a heart, so I'll get rid of.
6
bullets.
ammo.
Yeah, I know.
No, for half. Oh yeah,
So 2
yeah, 6.
supply.
3 of my pistol and 3 of my rifle.
Okay, so now you have a heart and a half.
Yeah,
So
that's
that means she can't be one shot anymore, ladies. and
True.
gentlemen.
fine. That was
Best
the goal.
strat.
Unless
When-
it's probably like a like the
But
big guy.
so you kind of
When
pull
you're
out
in
some
the womb and
bandages and
binding
you
of
wrap
Isaac,
up
you find half
yourself
a
a little
heart.
bit, or like your back where you were injured, or as they do it in the game, no matter where you get injured, you
Duct
just
tape.
wrap up your arm.
Oh my god, yeah.
Get shot in the head, just wraps up the arm.
No, I just used duct tape.
Yeah, sure. But you
Super
manage to
glue.
patch your wound,
Oh,
and
super
you
glue.
start running. It takes you a matter of minutes to get to the warehouse where you see your what you consider like your almost new companions there waiting for you.
Only her. Only Rianne. And
Yeah.
What's up,
Blake.
Rhiannon?
So
We're just fodder.
Geneva
We're
arrives
fodder.
at the warehouse,
We're fodder.
but you did notice
her.
that there was a number of
I'm watching
infected
guard.
in the streets pretty nearby.
That's pretty much. What
Like
I,
they seem to be
Gross.
coming closer.
There's a bunch of guys
Wait,
out
where
there.
did you guys go?
No, we're still here.
Still standing up.
I was just saying she doesn't consider us allies,
Oh,
just
okay.
you.
Just me.
No, fuck them.
That's true.
Um,
Okay.
well, if we're gonna stay here, maybe we should sleep in Robert's office.
Oh.
This place by no means is like a fortress.
You're right.
But
So
if-
we're thinking like
well-
a top floor then?
Do they only have to hear us, or can they like smell us, or like?
They could. I mean, you guys have been in this world long enough. They mostly rely on sound, but in instances they can smell you out.
If they got really big schnauzers.
No.
Let's just cover ourselves with dirt.
Just pee your pants.
I smell like shit, so
I mean, yeah, I don't mind staying here. I think we'll be fine.
I mean, I'd rather be with my birds, but
Your birds make noise, no? They're gonna
Well,
die.
if this is gonna get any worse, then I'm just gonna release them so they can live.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah.
No.
What time is it?
It is
Give or
probably
take.
like 9 p.m. It's still early
we
in the
took
night.
out, like.
But it's probably time to start finding somewhere safe, barricading something up enough.
Probably stay here.
Yeah.
I guess so.
What if the idea is
Make a brains check.
that we're
everyone.
supposed to leave? I think we're supposed to leave the city, the QZ. I think that's
You
what.
think so?
I think so.
9,
Fuck.
8, 9.
unless you think of something that I can use.
You said
Street
brains,
smart?
right?
Sure.
Wait, I have street smarts.
I also have
Sure,
street
add
smart.
two.
Survivalist.
Oh, okay.
I have street smart and
Survival, sure.
survivalist.
So,
10.
What if I have
10.
both?
11.
11.
So hold on.
It
It just
8.
equals out.
8.
So
Yeah.
11.
11. You're all kind of thinking about what to do. What's the next course of action? And you've been around in this world for a while. You know how bad the infected are and like the protocols that are taken to weed out the infection. They used to firebomb Boston to like clear the streets. There's not a capacity for that anymore. And so these streets with this rate of infected being here would be considered forsaken in most cases. It definitely feels like a dire get out of Dodge situation happening because the feds will
Right.
never clear these streets. There
Yeah,
is
that's
too
gosh.
many for them to clear out.
All right.
So
well,
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't think
we
it's
probably
safe here.
you can stay here, but it will be endless. It's like the end of Halo Reach. Like
I mean, is there anything?
That means nothing to me.
it's just an endless
Endless
firefight
fight.
until you fucking die.
I think
There's
it
no
would be
winning.
important to release your birds before we go. I think that is important
Yep, that's why I want to do it.
because, I mean, if we don't have,
Yeah.
if we don't keep up something, then we're just like moving forward and we
All
lose
right.
all of our humanity.
Well, my apartment is a little close to the secret exit, so
Oh. That's great.
yeah, how convenient.
I didn't have a house.
And you
so-
guys,
Yeah, I know.
you imagine where most of the crowd is going is to the garage, which is controlled by the feds, but they have large military vehicles there capable of transporting a lot of people. But there's a huge crowd trying to get in there, and you guys know that they're pretty strict with their protocols. So everyone's probably getting scanned for infection. It's probably slowing things up, but you would know that that is an exit route.
I just thought, if we didn't slash the oil on the Humvee, we could have gotten fresh tires or like blew
Gone
them up
back to it.
and then drove on the Humvee.
I was gonna
but-
hotwire it, and you guys all said, "No,
Well,
that's
you coulda
stupid
left it there
and
for
dumb."
later.
Well, no, it was more just like because they were gonna hear it.
Well,
and
no
then
one thought
we'll
you
get
guys were
caught.
going to have to be leaving anytime soon.
We'll get
True.
But
caught.
that would have been
No,
a,
no.
Yeah,
a
we
sick
would've been
getaway.
caught and gone,
I did not think of that.
We would have been hanged.
It's too
Um,
late. I
well,
already destroyed it.
If you
No,
guys
that's true. Yeah.
just follow me.
If I had the tools, I could patch it up.
Just follow me. I
And
know
the
how we'll
time.
get us out of this mess.
Maybe we'll find one outside.
Are we going? We're going out
Maybe.
there again.
Yeah, but we can take back roads to my place.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's still like pretty
Do the
gridlocked in
raid.
terms of human traffic.
The human traffic is dying down outside.
Yeah.
But as you kind of like peek out the window, you definitely
West
see some people like
Virginia.
walking the streets like.
Oh,
Those ain't
Yeah.
people no more.
Those ain't no
more
people.
And they're just kind of like walking across in the north direction, just kind of following some scent of human they have.
Mm.
West Virginia.
Okay, so we
Okay.
just have to move carefully.
All right. Back to my place.
Lead the
So
way.
you guys go out there
Warren.
stealthily. Make
Stealthily.
fitness checks.
Yeah.
Stealthy trait if you've got it.
That will
I had
be
2 right for the
Yep.
stealthy.
11.
11.
Oh,
Flipped.
10.
10.
9.
9.
I saw,
Flint and steel.
I saw a meme that was like if Jack
Didn't
Black
steal?
was in a Pokemon movie.
You all managed to.
And he was like, I am Professor Birch.
You all managed to go out there pretty stealthily, kind of staying into the shadow of the building, really walking into the alleys, going between buildings. You definitely hear in a lot of the buildings fights, people screaming, people getting massacred. It is
What,
everywhere
I sleep
throughout
to
the
it
city.
night
The whole
still?
city is like howling with these screams.
Sounds helping.
I'm white knuckling my shiv still. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I have.
Thank you.
But you guys persevere following
you.
his lead to his apartment, which is very close by. You get there, and you're probably on the highest floor, Warren. And
yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Get your shit together.
you get to your apartment
Idiot.
building, which usually has a closed front door. The door is knocked open.
My
Yeah.
apartment door is knocked
Yeah.
open? No, dude.
Dude, someone ate your
And you hear
bird.
screaming from inside. Because
Into like my specific apartment?
the apartment complex.
Oh, okay.
Right? So like
I
you're
was
on the
like-
third floor, you get to the base of this apartment complex.
I was like,
The door is kicked open, they're screaming within.
Is there an elevator?
Something's going on inside.
There's been a lot of screaming, and I feel like
There are elevators
part of
in the
my flaws being
2000s.
so
Well,
very
yeah, but they don't
delusional and, like,
work.
normally in my
Alright,
own
it's not
world,
valid.
it's definitely cracking that. So
Sure,
I
make
feel like
a
it's
cool
appropriate
check.
to
Oh my god.
roll cool.
Yeah, if anytime anyone feels like they need to make a cool check, please do.
That's
Can
a
be a bit
minus.
much.
I just
for me
have
to
a
keep
short
track
That's
temper.
a-
I just have a short
It's a
temper.
-4.
-4,
So I'm
yeah.
just waiting
I have
until
trust
something.
issues.
I'm just
It's,
waiting until
it's
something
pretty rough to
upsets
pass
me.
if it like falls into your flaw.
I don't think I needed to trust anyone.
Because there's some
yet.
events that'll induce panic.
That's a
But then-
-1.
All right, so roll a d4 for me.
-1,
I just
minus
gotta.
5.
when I get angry,
I
is
can
when I
bounce
roll.
back.
Yeah,
I
when
can
you
bounce back
pistol
from
whip
this.
that guy and stole the
Yeah, that would have been a
backpack.
good moment. That would have been a good moment.
Yeah, true. That really would have.
4.
4.
Fuck. I still haven't even looked in that
You
bag yet.
become
I don't even know what's in
paranoid.
there.
You become convinced someone or something or someone is out to get you, even if it's irrational. You mistrust your allies or refuse to follow their suggestions.
Crazy.
All right. My place is up on the 3rd floor. If you guys just want to wait here, I can.
Why are you going up alone?
Yeah, you should probably go.
Why
You
are
notice
you
her vibe completely shifts.
You should probably go
To-
go together.
To change. To
I'm
release
not
the
holding it like
birds.
this. I'm holding my shiv like
Yeah.
this.
It's a kill shot.
Like she's never asked you so straightforward questions before like that.
To release my birds, like you seem to. You enjoyed the thought before.
Well, that was before I heard all the screaming out here. And in
Whoa.
there. They're screaming in there.
I mean, that's a little normal. They always fight. Timmy and
No.
Tammy are always fighting about
Timmy
something.
and Tammy.
I mean, if we all go together, I think we'll be the safest. I just don't think we should split up at all.
That fine.
Personally.
That's fine.
You all want to go in there?
Yeah.
You want to lead us all
Yeah.
into that mess?
Well, we
Listen.
have guns.
Look,
I have guns.
I do. We all have a pistol. Everybody has a pistol.
As you're
Your mom's a
talking,
pistol.
you,
What?
from somewhere back into the QZ, probably more towards Main Street. Another huge fireball takes to the sky as some kind of explosion occurs on Main Street.
All right, come on.
Luckily, you're a bit away from it, so no effects really get to you. But the shake of the ground and the sound is undeniable.
Hmm.
Come on, hippie girl. We don't got all day.
Windows shatter, but
Yo.
he says that to you.
We gotta do this quick and like now.
okay.
So you go in.
Just gonna start pushing people into the door.
You guys start going
Come on
inside.
now.
You start going through. Are you running for your room? Are you trying to find the source of the screaming?
No, fuck them.
No. I'm just gonna drown that out and go for my
Okay,
birds.
So you guys start running, sprinting through, and as you're going through, you kind of like look to your right where it's undeniable. The screaming is coming from one of these rooms, and you see the door is knocked off the hinges, and there's someone sitting on laying down in some kind of bed as another person is just like tearing into them. Blood is just
Respect.
splattering all over the white in the room. But you guys just keep running by as this
Keep
person's just
going.
getting brutalized.
I grab.
I shoot it in the head. The person who's.
Oh,
doing
it's
the
worked out
Make
so
a
well
combat
before.
Well, It's clearly some kind of fucked up thing.
Their person's dead though.
It looks infected. The person.
Yeah, we wanted the infected to die.
You
said combat? 6.
You're really gonna draw attention though?
You shoot, and your bullet goes into the wall.
Damn it.
And then the infected looks at you.
God damn it.
Like jumps
Geneva.
over the bed, and it falls onto the ground and starts crawling
I'm
towards
doing
you
a
as
good
it
thing.
gets back up. Make another combat check.
You do what you need to do.
Double 1.
5.
5. You're getting kind of nervous looking at this thing just hauling ass at you, and you shoot again, and this time it goes into the floor just to the left of it.
Don't say that I'm
I'll
nervous.
turn
My
around.
street cred.
Pistol out the boob.
Okay.
Boom.
Make a combat check. This creature is almost at the door of this apartment apartment
13.
unit. 13?
Yeah.
That hits. And so I assume you aim for the head.
Yeah.
Oh, you do a little sideways.
Oh yeah.
That's how
You
you
pull
break
it
your
out,
wrist.
shoot it sideways, and you shoot
Well,
it right between the
I got
eyes.
It's a
big wrist.
Glock.
I got big wrist.
And the creature just
That doesn't
falls
mean
dead on the
anything.
floor.
It's okay. I got big wrist.
Put Medusa to
They've
shame.
probably been broken like 5 or
I'm
6
gonna kill
times.
myself.
Beat by a man.
I grab
Saved. Not
I
beaten.
grab
Saved.
There's no
uh,
competition in this world.
I grab
I'm
Rhiannon's
You can't do that.
wrist.
You probably
Okay.
missed.
You touch me,
I do.
You probably missed.
Shut up.
I'm white knuckling a shiv, and I am not expecting your touch.
Shiv him.
So
Shiv
I
him.
definitely
Shiv.
try to swipe at you.
Yes.
Okay. Make a combat check.
Yeah,
I'll
shiv
take
his
a-
ass.
I'll take a reaction to dodge.
Okay. So it'd be fitness.
Fitness.
Geneva fucking
Would I add
sucks.
stealth to it or no?
No.
Would I?
Because he's watching
Just
you
combat?
white knuckle this shiv. And you would notice the shiv is like, it's bloodied. Like it's been used before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was swiping at people in the crowd. So
Sure.
that's a 9.
You're gonna get a STD.
9.
Probably.
What was your fitness?
Depends on if I can add a trait to it. Quick thinker, observant,
No.
survivalist,
No.
stealthy.
No.
All right, 8.
8. You managed to, where do you want to stab him?
If he's grabbing my arm, I probably just like slice his forearm.
Okay. So your forearm, she kind of swipes
Ah!
you and you get a gnarly cut.
Son of a bitch, Rand.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
All right, fine. I just like I let go of her and I'm walking.
What the fuck are you idiots doing?
I'm just walking straight towards my apartment.
All right. So you guys go up to the second floor.
I'm about to.
Keep
I
moving
start
forward.
shoving motherfuckers like gun in hand. Like I'm.
What
I'm
type of
shoving with the
scenario
pistol.
would Daredevil be used for as my trait? What
Like
do I
if
get?
you were doing something really ballsy or risky.
Like when we were jumping parkour, when we were parkouring. over
Yeah,
buildings.
like you have
That
to
would've
try to
been fun.
convince me that your trait applies to this, and I'll grant it. That's kind of part of it. It kind of makes you think about your traits a little bit.
I don't like to haggle.
Well, that's part of this.
Sorry, pal.
You don't
This
like
is-
to have
this is the
really
flea market.
I'm extremely lenient, so you don't gotta haggle too
This
hard.
is the flea market of
My mom does
TTRPGs.
haggling, but I do not like it. I do not like to haggle.
I
Yeah.
gotta put my phone on.
I'd be at
charger.
the flea market and they're like, "Can you do 12?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
I'd give you 14 if I could.
12 seems awful low.
Well, it's for like
I mean, hi.
a penny.
But you guys eventually get to the third floor and to your room. It's easy enough. You get to your door. It's locked as you leave it.
I pull out my
You
keys.
pull out your key, you put it in, you open the door, you go in. It's quiet. There's nothing in here. It's exactly how you left it. You know that your bird cages are on the roof, so you'd have to go to the roof access.
Damn it. Well, I guess I probably have some medical supplies in here because I'm dealing with filthy animals.
Sure. Yeah.
So, I'll grab something to like.
Probably
get
have
some-
like 3 supplies in your room.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, you filthy
I'll use
animal.
2 of those for bandaging my arm, but actually applicable in this case.
Okay. Oh, and her scratch, it would probably be like a half health. Because it was just like a scritch.
A half
Oh,
elf?
okay. Then yeah,
But you recover it with
yeah,
your-
I'll use 2 supplies
Yeah.
to put some neosporin on it.
Yeah.
Neosporin actually can cause an allergy, so
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
Can you
Some
make
iodine on that shit.
a brains check? Observant.
Yes, I can. 9.
9. So you're wrapping up your wound, you're putting your neosporin on it, and you're looking at your wound, and you notice at the cut, there's like these little like fungal strands kind of growing under your skin, kind of spreading across your
You
forearm.
have fucked me, Rhiannon. I'm gonna kill her.
Are you saying anything about it or no?
No.
So you just continue rapping it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say something if I
wrap it up.
need to.
Bro, the best
You
thing
have
to do,
fucked me.
the best thing to do is just cut your arm off now.
I don't.
Yo, are
Like from where the cut
are
is.
you just gonna like what is it? 127 hours this?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
All right. So you see that. You
Are you
wrap it
okay,
up.
Warren?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
But what do you do now? Your birds are on the roof.
Yeah, I go up to my birds.
All right. So he goes up to your birds. Are you guys following him to the birds? Or are you staying in his room?
No, I'm keeping watch on the people, on the one person who's in a psychotic breakdown right now with a gun trained on that set.
I follow it. Well,
Okay.
no, I don't want to
No
follow your
offense.
ass.
No
So
offense,
unheard.
but I have to have this gun trained on you. You did just stab
What do you mean?
Warren.
I'm trying to calm down. I feel like
Make a cool check for me.
I may have overreacted.
Yeah.
This one is cocked. Okay. Okay. A
And it will be
cool's check?
-2 because you're in a state of paranoia. Well, actually, no. That was just that specific one, I think.
Yeah.
So it would just be your coolness. Cool.
So that's 7.
Okay, that passes. So you're good. So you kind of come down from your paranoia after cutting him and him pointing the gun at you. You're kind of like, okay, maybe I
Okay,
overreacted a little bit.
I am sorry.
Well, don't say that to me, say it to Warren, but you know.
But he's on the roof.
Yeah, he's good. He's with his birds.
So you go up there and you see your bird cages. There's probably like 12 of them with the pigeons inside and your various birds that you've captured along the way who were harmed. They're all alive. The cage is untouched. It's exactly how you left it. What do you do?
I go up to all of them, and
There's like a little desk to the side where like notes can be written and you've got tons of paper there.
I probably dropped the shiv because I mean, it's all like bloody too, and so I drop it. I
I
throw
want to
it.
take a, I want
like,
to take a
away.
look at the
Maybe
shield.
out the window.
No,
Okay.
no, I need to look at it first.
Why?
Because you just got a lot of blood on it.
Because
I
I
wanna
was swiping at
Right,
people
I
in
want
the
to see if
crowd.
you swiped at a zombie, and if
No, I did not swipe at a zombie. I was
I-
swiping at people who were grabbing me.
I'll take a bunch of paper
It's
and
a-
I'll just
it's a
scrawl
weapon
out like
too. You should keep
Boston
the weapon.
is done.
Okay.
Basically.
throw it out.
Gotcha.
window.
And
Like
just-
multiple notes?
Yeah,
That's a
multiple
bad
notes and
idea.
tie 'em up to pigeons.
That's how I'm
That
or
sounds
whatever
kinda cool.
birds.
That's how
So
I'm
Boston
choosing to
is
get rid
done.
of this
Yeah.
negative energy.
I'm gonna.
So you tie up just a bunch of Boston is done, Boston
But
is done.
you
You
throw
it
tie
out
all the
that's
pigeons
fine.
and you just start sending
I'm
them throughout the
throwing it
sky.
out the
Mm.
And they
I just
I
look
give
down
each
and
one a
be
kiss
sad,
on the
like,
forehead before I
a little
let
food
it
on the
fly.
way
and I'll
out.
be like, all right,
And they all
such
leave.
is life.
Did I have any injured ones in tow?
Such a life.
I would say you have 2.
Damn. I wanted to take one. Oh, fuck.
They're like 2 pigeons.
You know what? I'll take them.
Okay. So
Fuck
you
it.
grab both of
Taking
them.
both
Yeah.
with you.
I'll take them both and I put them in my pockets. They
put
can
'em
live.
in the
They can live
pockets.
in my vest pockets.
Their heads kind of pop out. But you take them in there. You release all your other birds.
Mhm.
Everything done up here.
Yep.
So you go back down to your room where your companions are chilling. A gun's still
Companions?
pointed at.
Not anymore. No.
Not anymore. Okay. Did you throw your shiv out the window?
Yeah, because I wanted to. If there's something to like wipe my, I don't know. Even if it's a curtain, I'm like wiping.
Yeah. You
my,
go to like his tablecloth and you're like wiping your hands.
Oh, come
Won't need
on,
this
man.
anymore. Sorry. If there's
My
a towel or
linens.
something, I use that. But if I can't find
Sure.
that,
There's probably a dirty towel
Okay.
around.
then
Yeah.
I'm
My
like,
linens.
all right.
Bro, you're never coming back here, anyways.
So true.
Boston's
Okay.
done.
Yeah, this QZ's done so.
So
Over.
what do you guys do? You are now in this room.
I'm gonna check myself over for any scratches, any bumps, bruises.
Okay. Make
Anything.
a brains check.
You know what?
Observe it if you got it.
I do
I'll
not.
take one of my clean towels.
I have survivalist, street
If
smart.
the
and tech check.
1970s version of that movie taught me anything, I don't even know if that's part of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
I
So
don't think
long,
I
so
do.
long, so long. Thanks for all the videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
the
the
towel.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Why didn't I
Galaxy?
think of that? Yeah.
Yeah.
love
I
that
take a
movie.
towel with me.
I got
I
a
thought
7.
they made a newer version of that, right?
7.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. Well, it
You're
wasn't
kind of
out at
looking
this
around,
time. In 2003.
and you don't see any wounds on you. You seem like you're in the clear.
Nice.
That's
Good.
solid.
I have not been hit.
You
by
do see, however, Geneva is holding a wound on her back a little bit.
Mind your
Oh.
business, slut.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if you wanted me to check if it was infected.
Is there any rock or like piece of concrete around here that I notice?
Well, you're in a room right now, so probably
yeah.
not.
It's dilapidated, isn't it? Dilapidated?
I mean, like, it's his current, like, living space. So I assume he keeps it somewhat clean. I doubt he has loose concrete sitting around in his room.
Or
I
a
do not
rock.
have loose-
Do you have rocks sitting around in your room?
I would not say I have rocks in my room.
And we can't go outside.
No
You
wrong.
can go back down to the first floor. You're on the third floor right now.
I mean, we're about to leave.
And there's
anyway.
zombies
Yeah, you're about
on
to
the
leave.
second floor.
Never mind.
All right. So what is the plan of action?
That is.
Well, apparently we're about to
I'll
leave.
guide them to the mystery exit.
Wait,
Mystery
bef-
exit?
I think we
The
should.
hidden.
Hidden Valley.
I think we should wound check, but I don't know. Maybe we should probably just leave.
Are we taking a little respite? Or no? Not even
I
like
mean-
a little rest?
I mean, Geneva's got a huge gash on her back. You got
We can
slashed
take
on
rest.
the arm.
Does anyone, like, has anyone looked at her back?
Which I don't.
No, he
you
won't let
didn't
me.
notice he got infected, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So no one knows. I don't even think you know.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Nobody
Just
knows.
you. Okay.
But
just make it.
I know
You're
that
infected?
she has a giant gash. So I would like to call for a wound check on every single person in our group, but because you might bleed out from that back wound. I don't know. if
Why
it's
don't you mind
possible.
your business, you damn whore?
Hey, I do not dilly dally around.
This is why we don't trust men.
Do you guys
don't
Let me-
consent
You're trying to
a-
take off
a
my
wound
clothes.
check,
I
or-
want to
No,
take a look
I don't
at
fight
it
back.
because, I mean, I wasn't, like, a true part of the Fireflies. I was just kind of, like, on the ends to get information for Robert, but, I've seen some wounds, so...
Yeah.
You're about to see one. On yourself.
And I don't think you'd let a man check you.
No, that's true.
Can I...
This man's trying.
Can I check your back?
I'm offering.
You
I'm
can
not
check my
trying.
cooch.
If you want to be my wife.
I mean,
If you want
this
to be
is the
my
end of the
lover.
world.
You gotta.
That is true.
You know, I can't accurately remember the last time I showered.
Yeah,
either.
fine. You can look at my back.
All right. Well, I know you just bandaged that up, but
So...
This is the noise I make when I
Okay.
pull
So
up my
make
shirt.
a brains check. Observant, if
did
you
you
got it.
did you look at yours before you wrapped it up, or did you just wrap it up?
Yeah, I looked at it.
Ooh, so that's gonna be a
You look
9.
fine.
As fine as it will be.
You look it over, and
Okay.
it looks like a fine wound. There doesn't appear
Okay.
to be any of the fungal strands that grow.
I believe you.
I rifle through my bag.
Mhm.
It's just
and,
that easy.
Do I
Well, we've been
do I
working-
have some
we've
supplies in
worked
there? Well,
together
yeah, I
on
do
and
have some
off
supplies.
over the past 10 years.
Yeah, you definitely do.
So I'm gonna go into my bag and grab out some. What is the supplies? Let me see.
Your man.
DM.
Hmm.
Could I change my answer from Neosporin to rubbing alcohol?
Sure. Sure.
And I just wanted to like dump it on the wound to
Witch
see if
hazel?
like does it like make the spores go away
Like
at all?
no one in the
dump it
last
on
20
there.
years thought of that. Thought of rubbing alcohol.
And it burns. but,
peroxide?
I mean, it's hard to tell if it's changed too much. It
peroxide's
definitely
so
like
crazy.
foams around the side, but
it's bubbly.
you don't really know if it
Yeah,
cures you or
don't
not.
do that. It's not-
But it does
It'll
look like
burn
it
your
did burn.
ears.
It feels like it cleaned the wound to some extent.
Okay.
rubbing
Well,
alcohol?
I'm gonna have
No,
her hold
peroxide.
still, and I'm gonna take the
I don't
gauze,
think
and
so.
I'm
Okay.
going to put it in my
peroxide
healing jar
Yeah,
Okay.
it's so good.
first,
I hate that.
Sure.
I hate it.
and then I'm gonna wrap it around her.
No, you just
Okay.
like when you're.
So I'm gonna get her
so
all
she
bandaged up.
wraps
lay down,
the
you
wound.
put it in your ear and you're like,
Which gives you another half health.
Mhm.
Thanks.
So you should have like a full heart back from your whole event.
Thanks, mommy.
And your
Whoa.
wound is wrapped.
Real quick. Have you ever put peroxide in your ear in real life?
Yes, I have.
It's fire.
I may have. I just
Yeah,
don't
but
recall if it's been
the thing is, it
peroxide.
dries your ear out, so you're supposed to put in like mineral oil after, and there's like a whole trick you can do with Flonase. But
I don't know about all that.
So what's the plan, team?
Yeah, that's a
We gotta get
great
some
question.
peroxide.
Go to the hidden exit.
Going to the hidden exit. Are you leading the way?
Yep.
Is there a safe way down from the third floor that doesn't involve going back down the stairs?
No. Unless I have a balcony or something.
No.
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 Okay.
And you probably most definitely hear a coming from my general direction.
He has a few birds.
I'm feeling a little better. I'm
The hell
humming.
was that?
I'm humming to myself.
Your
I
energy's
swear I
back up
heard
a
a,
little.
I swear I heard a pigeon.
Little humming.
When you're no
they're
longer
coming all over
depressed.
the place, man.
I am a little
Not in this building?
schizo, though. I'm
How-
really,
how
like muttering to
suspicious.
myself a little bit.
Yeah, there's holes in the ceiling.
I've seen a lot of
Understand.
people die, and They speak to me. Their spirits are here.
Definitely.
Yeah, what do they say?
So you lead them out, Warren.
They miss
Yep.
me.
All right. So
Are
you
they
guys
gay?
head out down the hallway,
No.
down the stairs.
Just a little.
I'm gonna
Um,
draw my assault rifle.
Okay.
Pull that bitch out the pants.
You draw your assault rifle, and you do see as you get down to the second floor, there is a door that is currently closed, and there is someone just banging on it, trying to get in. And they don't appear to be even trying to use the knob. They're just like punching the door and like clawing at it. They're covered in blood.
It's Minecraft, Steve.
I don't think they are spiritually there.
If you want me, my
No, it's over
lover.
for them.
You got
So we should.
You know, there's actually a lot of studies on like in real life the fungus that like takes over insects. The insects are still there.
Yeah.
They just can't. They don't have no control over their body.
It's like being possessed by a demon in the shows where you're like, what? You're like there, and the demon's like, I'm killing people. And you're like, no,
No.
And the
But your
demon's
body's like.
But what do you guys do?
So who wants to go up and stab him in the back of the head?
guys, I
I've
have
done
terrible
enough stabbing
aim.
today. I,
I have
can't do that.
I have good aim, so but I don't want to shoot because it's loud.
Okay, I shoot him in the
It's
back of the head.
loud.
Okay.
I take my bow and arrow.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Make a combat check.
Yes.
Hey, wait, that's pretty handy.
I'm so good at. Wow.
Wow, who would've thought?
Wow, a stealth kill. Wow.
Hey man, I just deal with normal people, humans normally.
This is why I don't shoot. You know what? I haven't used a fond memory yet. My fond
used
memory.
two.
I used one.
You're having a hard time on those rooftops.
The mercenary.
Yeah.
The fond memory that I revisit is the time that I completed an entry for every bird in my local Boston Birds Handbook.
Nice.
I remember specifically it was an American woodcock, the most beautiful one.
Hell yeah.
You
The
also use
Birdman.
some woodcock.
And I will roll another
An
d6.
extra
The
D6.
wussy?
A 6.
A 6.
So that's a 10.
Yes, you definitely managed to score a headshot on it. You kind of like you don't feel super confident. You lock in on that memory.
Locked
it helps
in.
hone you. You open your eyes and you let the arrow go, and it just clips the back of the neck right here at the lower skull, cutting off his connection, and the body goes limp on the ground.
As I do that, as I center myself, all the noise drowns out, and I just hear the call of the American woodcock. Meep. Meep. Meep.
Like it's your own heartbeat.
Yep.
What is that from?
But the infected is down. The hallway seems to be clear.
Let's go.
You guys persevere through. You go back down to the first floor. There does appear to be a few more infected in some of these rooms, but they seem distracted and preoccupied.
That's good.
Do you guys engage with them?
Hell no.
No, you just slip through.
No, we don't gotta be doing all that.
What you don't want.
All right, so you guys push through and you get back out onto the main street.
Bless you.
Enough.
As you guys kind of look out towards kind of a more open section, I wouldn't
One
call it a
bite is
garden,
death.
but there's like a patch of grass there. You notice walking out of an alley a very large infected looking creature with the large spore bumps hanging off of it, and it kind of walks out of the alley, slowly kind of lumbering across the green grass. But it doesn't appear to be noticing you guys, but it is heading in your direction.
Oh.
But you would know the secret tunnel is is essentially the way he's going, but you're ahead of him. So you just have to go left. He's on the right, heading left.
Let's go
Hmm.
left. I don't wanna die.
Well, I say, let's go
Oh,
left.
you do? Okay. Yeah. Whatever.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Can everyone make stealth checks for me? Because I assume we're doing this
Okay.
stealthily.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
fitness?
Yes.
Yeah, fitness. Sorry.
You keep fucking me up, homie. I'm not
13.
brains.
12. Oh wait,
12.
13.
Nice.
12.
Damn.
I be sneaky as snake.
Sneakish, snaking.
Sneaky snake.
7.
7.
Yep.
Less sneaky snaking, but
Yep.
everyone else rolled really good. So
A sneaky
you guys are kind of going
snake.
between the alleys, occasionally having to cut through a building when you come across an alley that is too full of infected. You kind of cut through a room, go through an open window, and eventually you make your way to the back, where there's kind of this another patch of grass, and then you see this pit on the end that goes down, and you all know, like, this is kind of a common secret spot to get out, but for whatever reason the feds just don't bother with it. It's almost like they leave it almost intentionally open because of the supplies that get into the city through it are convenient for them. Or maybe they're paid off. But you recognize the trench that goes down, and then it goes down into like an old sewer system that leads out to like excess water drain out into the
We have to go through the
This is
sewers.
like in the back still? Or-
yeah.
Oh,
This is
shut
in the
up,
back.
homeless
And
guy,
so
bro.
you guys
Get-
kind of
get in there.
start approaching the ditch.
Hey,
And can
My
everyone make a
beard's gonna get
brains
nasty.
check for me? Observant if you've got it.
I'm not braining. 6.
8.
8.
8 as well.
8.
Wow, triple 8.
That's
And a
crazy.
6. We're not very observant right now.
Sick.
But that's okay.
Six.
We do
Okay.
not be observing.
So as you guys approach the
That's
trench,
okay.
you notice, so like this trench is kind of a ramp that goes down underground. There are probably 4 bodies sitting in this trench that you typically don't find bodies here.
No, I do not.
But they're sitting there. It looked like they were heading towards this this tunnel. But you
Okay.
see them sitting down there before you even get into the trench.
You got binoculars.
I do.
Look and see if this bullet, if they've been shot.
It is dark, so it's hard, but I'll let you make your brains check with your observant.
Hell yeah.
Would supplies count as like a torch, maybe?
Sure.
Like,
I'll let you find a flashlight. So we'll say you burn 2 supplies for a flashlight.
Okay, can I shine it on bodies?
Sure. You shine it on the bodies as you use your... So I'll bring the DC back down.
Okay, I'm down to 3 supplies.
7.
7? That passes.
Okay.
You're looking, and it appears like these people have been shivved or stabbed.
Stabbed.
You see
What?
You
around
got
the
shivved.
neckish area, there's
I
like
threw
a
it.
deep stab wound in all of them.
That
No.
she did. She didn't
No.
throw it.
No, after my psychotic break, I recentered myself and I decided to throw away my destructive, the thing that caused all that negative energy. Obviously not myself, it was obviously the shiv. So
Maybe it was cursed, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
I wouldn't do that. The shiv did that.
Mm.
I believe you.
Because
Yeah,
that's
okay.
how it works.
Right.
Shivs kill people.
I
People don't kill
support
people.
women's rights and wrongs.
And they're wrong.
I never support a single man no matter what.
I support
What if the man is
women's
right?
wrongs.
Die.
Yes.
What if the man is dead?
Oh my god, I
Good.
love like the reel with that
Lyndon
song
B.
that's like, I
Johnson.
support their wrongs. It's like, I didn't stab your tires, but I did drive her there. Yes.
I don't
So
know
what do you
you're
guys
talking
do
about.
after seeing these bodies, now that you've established they've been stabbed?
I've been shot.
We should probably
Oh my
look
God.
around to see if
Well,
we can see anybody.
Yeah, can I hear
I mean, do we
anything?
hear?
I want to
Yeah.
loot
Not
the
to
bodies.
hear or see.
You don't hear anyone, but I'll say you kind of like turn your
Spotlight.
flashlight down
Spotlight.
the trench a little bit, and you kind of flash it towards the tunnel
Yeah.
where you can see it starts actually going underground, and you see what looks like 5 figures kind of standing in the tunnel. But with the light, they're kind of far out there. It's hard to make out the details and stuff. But you can see 4 of them are dressed very much like your normal like traveler in these times, like a backpack, makeshift clothes, not the
Yeah,
best
that's
attire.
right.
But
The
one of them,
2003 graphic tee.
You got a sniper, right?
I don't know. He didn't tell me.
you got a rifle, yeah.
Does it
There's
have a
no-
sniper scope on
It does have a scope.
I guess that makes
Kill
sense.
these guys.
You can kill all 5 by the time they run.
If they're in
I
a
don't
straight
know.
line, can I
mean,
kill them with
shoot
one
'em.
bullet?
I mean,
Shoot 'em.
but-
See what happens.
Wanted. No, Wanted didn't come out.
But
yet.
as
You don't know
you
how to
shine
do
the
that.
flashlight, you notice the one kind of standing in the middle. He walks out of the tunnel a little bit, and you notice he's wearing a priest outfit, like the tight
Robert.
black thing with a little white part here, the cassock or whatever
Robert's
it's
dead,
called.
bro.
Reverend.
And he steps out. He's got he's got a scar across his forehead, like that.
No, this
Um,
is sus. Never trust a priest.
And he walks out and he shouts, "I would like to hire you."
I have a question. Do we have any history of knowledge on, like, cultist groups? I guess of like psychos.
You know that
psychotic-
there's certainly cults out there.
Okay.
And this is definitely like it. A part of you feels like this could be the Fireflies, but it feels very out of character for them. Like they're very much just
Yeah.
like anti-fascist, like revolutionaries.
This is definitely
This
sus.
feels a step further, but you don't recognize like this kind of cult or anything.
Have I
like
ever
that.
seen this guy in my time in the sewers?
You have not seen this guy.
Oh, he said he wants
The other
to hire...
4 you kind of may have seen or recognize around
Yeah.
town, but this guy he's kind of new to you.
He says he said he wanted to hire us, so I want to yell back and say,
How much?
for what? Not how much.
How much?
For what first?
There's a girl out there that I need dead.
Oh, okay.
I'll pay you whatever you want to kill her.
Oh, okay.
Just bring me her head.
I load my
I bet you I
rifle.
know who it is. Wait, don't show it yet. Don't show it.
Wait. You weren't in the building when they were talking about.
Well, I saw the
everything
note
heard.
though. I read the note. Because the note was still there, talking about go to the stash and bring it to his daughter.
This sounds like
I
something.
I don't think they're talking about his daughter.
I
What?
think they're talking about his daughter.
Remember we heard those Fed guys, weren't they saying? No, someone was like,
Where's the girl?
she's
No.
immune. We gotta kill
You
her.
might have
Yeah,
heard something.
well, yeah, I didn't hear that.
You
so I
guys
don't know
remember
about
that
But
earlier?
I
That guy who
heard
was like,
it.
she's immune. We gotta kill her or something.
No one
I
asked
doubt
me.
that's Robert's daughter though.
I don't know, but I don't care. I don't want to be part of this, so I'm gonna shoot someone.
And also, you don't
What?
want to
You're
kill
gonna
any
shoot him?
girls.
He's a priest.
No, we don't.
No,
We can't just shoot everyone.
That's
we can't
not
shoot
true.
the humans.
that's not
Okay,
true.
shoot the infected, but we can't possibly shoot all the humans.
What are we getting
I
out
think
of
we're on
this?
my side on this.
What do you want? I've got ration cards. I've got supplies.
That seems like a pretty.
Do you have children? Just trust
Why
me,
would
guys.
you say that?
Trust me.
No, we do not have any children.
She likes killing men. Can you promise she'll kill men?
I've heard there is a man traveling with this girl, a brutal man at that.
I don't
Can you give
say-
us a description
we can
about
say-
said
We don't have
girl
to kill
before
her,
we take the?
but
She is short
Job.
and brunette. She's wearing a maroon shirt with a green backpack.
And where would we find them? Do you know?
Somewhere in the city, probably heading towards the Capitol building. They were supposed to meet up with a group of fireflies.
Okay.
Are you talking about this city? Boston?
Yes.
They just
In
got
Boston.
overrun.
You
But
made
as you
me
could tell, the
hate
infected are
this.
essentially out of the city now.
You mean in the city?
Well, so like all these creatures infected were in the city of Boston. The QZ is on the outskirts of Boston.
Oh, so now they're all.
And so like all the infected came from Boston into the QZ.
Oh.
So now the city's open.
So now the city is kind of empty.
He got
Yeah, I guess we'll take a
these.
look.
I don't trust this dude.
You want-
And I kind of want to shoot him in the kneecap.
no,
you want
please
you
don't.
want you want the girl dead?
Not a priest.
Dead, yes.
Why?
Oh, she gives humanity a chance that it does not deserve.
Doesn't sound very priestly.
We've had our time to shine. It's time for the cordyceps.
Is he
I'm
walking
gonna
closer?
step back.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
He's actually taking a step back into the shadow a little bit.
Guys,
I'm
Oh.
gonna,
guys,
I'm gonna back up in the group,
I think we should go.
And,
back.
like,
Rifles don't
get
cock
into
like
my,
that.
Why would I know that?
put my hand
Right.
into my bag.
Because you're a certified killer, it seems.
Wait,
Geneva.
rifles don't cock. What do they do?
No.
they got like a
They have a
Like a
chamber,
pull lever up
but
here.
that's only when you like add a full
Intervention.
when
yeah.
yeah.
Pinkapo.
It's definitely one of those. It's like a single shot rifle. Like
Yo,
Okay,
Ow.
guys,
Can you
I-
360
I
no
think-
scope
I
this
I
think
feel
we
like
guy?
I'm
gotta
gonna
kill this
spend
guy.
3 supplies. Can I take an adrenaline shot now?
sure.
I think
Okay.
I think we gotta kill this.
I'm
guy.
just gonna take one. Can I take one like right now?
So
Right.
with your observant, you notice your companion here pulls out an
We had them
adrenaline
get
shot out of her supply bag and stabs it in her
Okay,
leg.
well you gotta
So you take
care of
adrenaline.
her
I'm feeling
Oh,
while-
flighty.
hell.
Feeling flighty.
Okay, I pull out my
So we're
rifle
killing
and
this guy. Doming him.
Scope it.
Do you want me to shoot
Okay,
him?
he has
Shut up.
walked back into the shadow.
Can I
They're-
zoom?
they're
You can.
talking?
You can see a silhouette. Take your shot.
Take my shot.
It's just going to be a little bit of a higher DC because he's in the darkness.
Okay.
7, 8.
8.
I'm gonna
okay.
go into my bag.
Okay, so you
I'm
take the
pulling out my
shot
assault rifle.
and you see he kind of takes the bullet but he kind of turns in a way that it gives you the impression that you hit his shoulder or something less vital as he takes it and he kind of rolls back into the darkness as the 4 people who are in the shadow start sprinting out towards you guys.
I'm going to go
I'm about
into
to
my
lay open
bag.
fire.
I'm going to grab out a shiv identical to the one that was given to me
Oh, damn
by
it.
Geneva.
But it's a different
And I'm
shiv.
gonna go to slash you. Well,
Me?
because you're shooting at them, I'm behind you.
Make a
Okay.
combat check to
Alright.
let off your first round of fire at one of these guys.
What
You
did
make
I
a
do?
combat check against him.
Mhm.
What did I do?
What the
So
fuck
it's
is
plus-
happening?
So
I'm
it's plus
protecting
4
them.
on top of my pluses?
Yes.
Would I apply stealth to this?
No.
Okay.
This is just a straight combat.
For my
Okay, so
combat,
combat-
to shoot the guys running at us.
Yeah.
13.
13.
So 7,
So you
8.
you
plus
blow
4.
one's head off, clean off. Like its head just practically explodes and the body falls limp, while the other 3
Damn.
are kind of approaching the walls trying to climb up. But it's kind of steep and a little annoying to get
It's a
out.
12.
A 12, and at which point, as you're trying to lock in on the second guy, you feel a ship
It's okay. I'm not infected
Right
though.
into the back.
sink
Different
into your back, so you lose a heart.
Okay. It's a different blade though, so it's okay.
And you guys watch as
I-
she shanks him in the
I
back.
mutter behind you.
I'm turning around. I'm about to blow your head off.
You hear her mutter into your ear.
You
I
know
mutter
what?
behind you.
Warren
Peace can
sees
only
this as a
bloom
good opportunity to
once the world
stealth
is
away
empty
from these
enough to
crazy
breathe again.
motherfuckers. So I'm
Oh, so
gonna do
you're
that.
I'm blowing your head off. Alright, I use my. Can I use my? Well,
Oh,
would it be my
your
next
head
turn?
It would be your next
I
turn.
use
I will shoot at her.
Okay, so you
Aim
shoot
at
at
the
her,
head.
and then
I
you
use a
make...
reaction to, like,
Okay.
because I'm behind you.
Yeah,
And I have,
yeah.
so I would
So
apply
you-
+4 to that.
Could I use my survivalist as my life is on the line and this is ride or die?
This is definitely more of just like a combat
So
scenario.
what would I roll?
Survivalist is like, building fighters,
What
putting
about
traps
Street Smart?
together, stuff like that.
So it would be,
Maybe Street Smart.
is it
I'll allow that one.
combat plus the +4? Or is it just +4?
Yeah, it's combat plus
It would be
4.
combat
Okay.
+4.
Yeah. Okay.
What was your stealth?
15.
So,
15. Warren
7,
disappears.
8. That's another 12.
See ya. I'm over this shit, bro.
I scream like,
12.
Brother Elaine.
Let me see what he gets.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Dang.
to shoot
So
at
you-
her head.
You go to shoot her in the head, and yours was a 12.
12.
Okay, so you manage to shoot her in the shoulder as she kind of ducks out of the headshot. So you take one in the shoulder, losing 1 health.
Okay.
And then it comes to the next round of attacks, which is your turn to make an attack against him. So make your combat against him.
I
I'm
use my
assuming you're
reaction.
attacking, or
Yeah,
you
because
running.
I'm behind you and I stabbed you like, I guess like,
Wh-
probably in
what
the
is
kidney
Geneva
area.
Geneva's just
I'm gonna
like,
go to stab like
You got
in
me
the-
my fat. It's okay.
No,
my
I'm
fat.
gonna
My
try to
fat
stab you
is
in the
my
neck.
first.
Are you
one.
shooting at the guys
I'm
below?
facing you now, though.
Or are you... What are you doing? You're
So-
the most
I'm still going for
bloodthirsty
second.
one here, and now that the blood's spilling, you're
Yeah,
just
now,
like...
now that we're killing innocents, you're not killing anyone.
are they closer to us?
These guys
They're
are
like at your
they're coming
feet,
up.
Okay,
They're
then,
climbing our
should
way.
wait.
It's
How far
another
at my
12.
feet? Which
Do
I can't believe
I don't know
this.
should I
how
use
the-
my rifle or my
It is,
pistol?
it
It's probably
is.
pistol now.
Okay, I
It's
pull out my
7,
pistol and I shoot
8,
at the
and
dudes.
then
Okay, make
plus
one
4.
combat check.
Yeah.
so
How do I
12
react
again.
to
What?
not?
So
get hit?
how do you want to avoid this? Like, are you gonna like headbutt
That
her
was a
or
one.
like
Okay.
just dodge? Like,
So, since, well, how tall are you? How tall is your character? I don't know. Like, if
Five.
you're
I'm
taller.
tall.
Okay.
wow,
Are you taller
rolling,
than
Are you
6
rolling
foot?
2d6s?
No.
Okay.
You're
Plus your
6
combat?
foot?
I'm 6'2", but I'm hunched over all the time, so I
You've
stand
been
at
6
6
foot?
foot.
You did.
Yeah, but
no,
I'm,
I'm
but
probably
because
shoot
I'm
the
like
dirt.
5'10"-ish.
As
I'm
you
like,
guys
I'm like
are
always
almost
walking around
climbing
like
down.
this.
I'm
But as
tall
you-
for a woman. So
Oh, okay.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm always walking around like this.
As
and
you
I'm
shoot
like,
the dirt, you
oh,
notice the guys who are stabbed on the ground are starting to get up.
Of course, they're fucking infected
Okay,
too.
I'm like just
shoot
like
again.
spouting and
Okay.
muttering like,
You make
this
a
world
combat.
must be purged and
What was
cleansed.
your...
So my reaction,
Reaction,
I will, like, since I'm like kind of like crouched for like a shot, I'll kick her leg out and
Okay.
like kind of like slide back like.
Okay, so this will be a combat
like a
check
leg.
again.
Okay.
You will all be born again in fungus.
6.
The world will
Fungus.
rejoice.
Among Us fungus.
Among Us,
There is a fungus
What
among
was that?
us.
6.
It's among all
Six.
of you.
My
I
goodness.
even got
Maybe you need to
Geneva
take
with
some
the
fucking
bandages.
adrenaline. How many supplies do you have?
Infected her
Well,
too.
I only have
Yes, I
6.
did.
I have
I
11
did.
ammo.
My jar is where I
I
kept
forget
all
that
of
you
my
do it this
infected
weird way.
stuff.
Oh, you bitch.
So
I have
got
4.
everyone
I
in
have
the
4
group.
supplies.
I was so proud of myself.
14
And I got
again.
people.
14 again?
Yeah.
I should have killed you when I had
What
the
was your
chance.
attack?
It was another 12.
There's a 12. So you go to stab at him, and he kind of pushes your leg with his foot, and he kicks back, and he dodges your attack successfully.
Okay.
Giving
He's
him the
already-
next attack.
You're already infected, dude.
With all your blades are infected.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
I've been keeping that. I've been
okay.
keeping that.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I'm still gonna blow your brains out though. I'm
like
gonna
make an attack.
unload my
I go,
entire.
I-
She already won.
As soon as
I'm
I see like
unloading
the
my
barrel,
entire-
I know
She
that
was
I
Among
missed
Us
it.
imposter,
The barrel is
bro.
at me, and I'm like
You just
martyr
embrace it?
pose. I'm like,
All right. So
take me.
I'm gonna unload my entire clip. into
she's
your-
embracing it, so
even
you
better-
didn't have to
Yeah.
make
Even
your...
better, I
awesome.
want to like slice myself in the second before, because I really want to come back as part of
Sure.
the cure.
I'll
I
say
really want to come back. as
You
part of
know
the cure.
that Brother Elias, he had an experience where he was slashed with fungus and he had like a religious experience.
Yes.
And so you
yes.
take your shiv and you slash across the forehead where you remember seeing his scar across his forehead. And so blood just starts pouring down over her face as you point the
yes.
barrel between her eyes.
Oh no, it's not even like that. I'm just spraying. I'm spraying from where I'm at.
You just
on
start
the
spraying.
ground.
And
Like
she just
an entire body. Oh, I mean
takes
mostly
the
head
bullets.
though. Mostly head.
mostly
So her head is like I
her
want it
head
to explode.
explodes in
Yeah.
different
So
directions
mostly
and
head.
ways, and
Yeah, mostly
you just
head.
kind of litter her body with bullets as you fall back. Your crystals kind of shatter.
I'm a little mad. My character's probably mad, so he's gonna unload his entire clip on the body.
And then reload, and then do another whole clip.
No, then he's gonna spin around, reload, and then unload into her.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're mad. You're mad.
I wanna
bro, he's
shoot
got short
again.
temper. He has short
What?
temper.
I want to shoot again.
That was
The
my
guys
flaw.
coming up.
Okay.
So I feel like this is a good way to go out.
I will say
right?
they're up now.
No, that
So
was
there's-
really good. That was really good.
As you finish
That was
unloading
fun.
on her, you
Yeah.
look and there's 3 guys who also kind of bear the same kind of slash across their forehead, kind of get up out of
Well,
the trench.
it's a
and are
fight to
coming
the
at you.
death, anyways.
With all shit.
Let's go. Blood be
Make your
shed.
attack.
And you see
Geneva's
Warren is
there
nowhere to
fighting
be
with you.
found.
No,
I mean,
I'm
you're
letting
gonna turn
Your
anyways.
bandages.
Yes,
So
yes.
I don't know how long it takes for people
It
to
takes a minute. Unless
Yeah,
it's
you
like a lethal
got-
wound.
Well, I don't know that, but
9.
my character doesn't know that you're
Okay.
gonna turn.
Yeah,
but
you manage to cap one. Right as he gets up out of the trench, he takes one in the head, like right where that slash is, and
That
he
was good.
falls back into the trench.
that was good.
And you see the
That's pretty
infected
good.
that are down
I
there
didn't
like
expect
pull
that at
him
all.
in and notice he's dead, toss him to the side and start trying to climb up.
Oh.
But go ahead and make your attack.
I did my job.
You did your job.
Yeah, that
I
was.
did my job.
I did my time. 13 years of it. In Azkaban.
I was plotting too. I was plotting so fucking hard.
12.
12? Okay. So you managed to shoot one of the other ones. He also falls back in the ditch with the infected, leaving one standing here. And he gets
No,
one attack.
I was aiming at her.
Oh, you're aiming at her?
Why?
Because I'm short tempered.
don't
My
know.
character is like on like in rage. I'm basically
you're
like
in rage
I
right now?
basically I would call it like rage, like a barbarian rage, I guess, because I
Okay.
just got stabbed twice, so
I'll
he's
swing
just
on
going
anything.
crazy.
So
yeah.
do you want to
It's just like
try to dodge or do you
Geneva's
take the
too.
round? Because I would say
I'm
you
basically
take it because
spraying
it's
and praying.
unsuspecting because he's behind you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay,
I
so
should've
you lose
pushed
one
you
Sorry.
dog
against the wall and killed
and you take one in the back.
Ooh.
But
And
you
then-
still killed that one guy.
And then I turn around and I aim for his head and I shoot.
Okay, make a combat
Damn.
check.
You fucking gonna shoot at me, motherfucker?
yeah.
And as she
Well,
shoots
you're just
him,
in
the
the
other
way.
guy's gonna
Oh, wow.
stab
Dude.
her.
Damn.
Back, though.
Did you
guys
miss
are going
again?
back.
Well, if our heads get exploded, I don't
Hey
think so.
Kyle, 13.
So,
Oh.
13?
Okay.
Oh.
I have a reaction, right? Because it's been.
You would have a reaction.
All right, let's see. Oh, what would I do to block? Well, we're both shooting at each other, so like,
The
what are you
bullets
shooting me with? The
collide.
rifle or the pistol?
Pistol.
The bullets
Pistol,
collide
okay.
at the exact moment.
It's like wanted.
the rarest thing to ever happen. 2 bullets collide.
Oh my god.
Just
This
take
descended
the
into
bullet.
chaos
Shot me.
really fast.
Yeah, you
It really did.
I can't really dodge it. So I just hope I just jump in the air in hopes that it hits me somewhere in my stomach, and then
Okay.
I can continue to spray.
Fitness check.
That's what I'm hoping for.
You rolled a what? 14?
13.
13?
4 + 3 = 7. 6.
Okay,
Yeah, mine's
so
perfect.
you definitely take the round in the stomach, losing a heart.
That sucks.
I
You
was aiming for
die.
the head.
Oh, you're aiming for the head? Well,
I jumped up.
it's kind of like, because you're players, I want to still use the hearts as much as I can.
You
Like, I
gotta
kind
get
of
wood
skipped
and-
hers because
I
she
can't
just
just
said
kill him. I just
fight
can't
versus
one shot
it.
him.
So,
You telling me I can't one shot Corey?
No.
not Corey, the
Maybe in
NPC,
real life.
sure.
I have +3 combat too. I am built for this. I am built on death and
So
life.
you
I'm
took
gonna
your,
one shot
your
you in real life then.
Oh, that's not true.
Are you
I could take it.
No. I would
I
say the
escaped.
guy would actually come at you because you seem to be the one with the bigger gun.
I'm just spraying. So if
Okay,
he's in,
so
if
he's
he
gonna make
comes
an attack
towards
on
me-
you with his shiv. He misses, so you get an attack on him. Both of you,
I want to pistol whip his ass.
you want a pistol whip, or did you want to finish off your companion?
No, I'm
You
gonna
get to choose.
I'm gonna pistol whip him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll finish
Or did
one.
you want to finish off your companion?
No,
Like, who do you want to
whoever-
attack?
whatever
You only
is,
shot
like,
me once, so I
directly,
want to
like,
shoot you once.
There's a guy trying to
I'm-
shiv you, and she's trying to shoot you like at
I'm
point blank.
basically like
It's-
I'm basically
It's like a Mexican
like,
standoff,
in-
but one guy has a shiv.
I'm basically in fight or flight, so like I'm not really there. So whatever's
yeah.
in front of me. So I
Probably
guess
the shiv guy, because he was the most recent attack.
Okay. 8.
8?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of shoot him in the neck, and he... in fungus we trust. And he falls back and
And then he
dies.
turns into
Psycho.
a fungus.
But you get your attack.
Well, at least we all went out in a
I was
blaze of
gonna pistol
glory.
whip that dude.
Okay, so you both kind of
wasn't,
combo
except
killed
you,
him,
yeah.
and then
Going
you're
out
both
slow.
standing there. I'll
The
say
worst way to go.
you killed enough that your rage comes to a stop, and you're both standing there with, I assume, one heart left.
Yeah, are you one? I'm also one.
You're kind of like looking at each other.
Well, she was crazy. Well, I'm infected because she had shit on her knife.
Well, she's infected too.
So
You're
we're both gonna
no,
die.
she doesn't know she's infected.
You,
though.
you,
I'm infected?
you also
Yeah.
got
You're
stabbed.
infected.
So
She
When she
changed
tried
out
to
your
bandage you up.
she gave you
You
dirty
don't know that,
bandages.
but-
Why would you do that?
I think
'Cause
that
she's
you
a
got
freak.
stabbed. I'm gonna just assume you got stabbed because you're.
God, I'm gonna kill
you
your
got
ass one
bloody.
day.
Well, these guys were all like infected, so we're both fucked. So you want to just like kill ourselves?
You want to just wanted this shit.
You want to just like duel like 3, 2, 1, bang, and whoever dies.
Okay,
and
I
then
just
the
want
other
to
kill.
pistol whip you and move on.
Well, no, because that's not gonna kill me. So,
I know, I just want to knock you out
But no.
and
Damn.
throw you down to the infected.
What did Bruce do, bro?
Yeah, but I'd rather
He
like.
shot me in the back while I was fighting 3 goons.
Goons.
Yeah.
I heard goons. Who the fuck are you guys?
Goon. Yeah. Well, if you're gonna do that, I'm just gonna and then I take the sorry phone. I blow my head out.
Okay. Sure.
Mid talk, he's just like,
Dunzo.
so I'm just gonna,
All right. Yeah.
and the body falls limp, and you are there
alone.
alone.
I'm
You
gonna
hear,
loot. Can I loot him?
you hear,
Yeah, I guess.
you can.
Yeah, great.
I love that.
1 supply left because I used 3 more shots. So a pistol, my ID, the assault rifle, and 6 rations.
I would like to use all 7 of my supplies
I'm
to
gonna
make
take
the
your
cure to the
rounds.
virus.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take your
Which is
rations.
3
We'll
bullets.
figure
Yes,
out what
and
we're
I take
doing
your
in a second.
ration.
I don't know what
so
the ration
that's
cards are for other than food.
Oh.
I guess you could trade them with people, like real people.
13.
I'm gonna find a
What?
sauna.
There you go.
I'm gonna
I'm
sweat
sure.
this
Assault
out.
rifle. Is that better than
Oh,
the
yeah,
scope
'cause-
rifle?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you could spray.
Heat.
I mean, well, I don't know if you can spray because it's like D&D, so you can't technically like
Spray.
unload a whole clip like I wanted to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Aesthetically, we were
Alright,
kind
you
of
can.
right.
I guess your dead body can keep those.
You have enough ammo.
you might as well just keep it in my hands like. in
No,
the
I
way
took
that
the
died
ammo,
with.
just not the guns.
Oh.
I only had 3 bullets left anyways because I had 1 supply.
You stand there by yourself, Geneva.
Yeah, I look
After looting
around.
the
Where are
corpse?
these two?
I'm gone.
He's gone.
Her
Her
body's
body's
behind
there,
mine.
littered with
right
bullets.
behind mine.
You're both dead.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I'm.
she's dead.
I escaped.
You're dead.
I snuck
killed
out.
her.
I wanted to kill your ass. You killed her?
No,
No,
no.
I snuck
killed
out.
her.
You killed
I
her?
unloaded.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because she stabbed me
Well,
in the back.
technically, yeah.
Is it
Well,
because
I was
is it because he
shooting at the
killed
guy
a
that we were
woman?
both shooting at. She stabbed me in the back.
And that's what prompted you to shoot
And then
me?
I turned around, shot her, she stabbed me again, and then my short temper went off, and I entered a rage. So that's why I shot you, because you were
Mhm.
the only person, like, in
Yeah.
my view.
And where'd he go?
Fuck
He,
me.
You
he
have
took
no
off when
idea.
the combat started. He was like, "Fuck this
I
shit."
didn't even know he left.
Nobody did. That was the point.
But yeah,
So
we're
I'm
dead.
up here and there's just a bunch of dead bodies.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're just you
And
hear
then
like
there's the
4
guys below.
infected in the ditch behind you,
Yep.
and
They're
you do
staring.
recall that there was that guy in the tunnel that you shot in the shoulder
and I
that
told
you assume
guys
is
that.
probably still alive.
You did tell me?
I said
Yeah,
that.
you
I
told
think,
me.
but I don't technically know because I just think you got stabbed by an infected guy. So I'm just gonna say I just said that we're both infected, so we're both gonna
I'm
die.
infected.
But yes, she put
When did I
dirty. She put. What'd you do?
Well, you don't know this,
I
but
don't know this.
I'll tell you this that I had bandages and I put them in the jar that I kept with my shiv and a bunch of infected stuff, and then I wrapped it around you.
Why?
Because she was a
Because
spy.
it's part of the cure.
She was.
Because it's part of the
She
cure.
was part of the cult.
She's a freak.
She was a
You
cultist.
asked questions, so you had to be infected. And
What
you
questions
let
did I
me-
ask?
We asked about.
Why all my friends were dying?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I didn't ask any questions. Why'd you
There
say
were
that?
Pretty easy
definitely
target.
signs.
You were definitely-
for
I
you
just
guys
thought it
to
was
catch up.
crazy that her friends were all
That's what-
crazy.
There was definitely
I was
signs.
really thinking about it. I was actually gonna pin it on you too. I was thinking about a way to get him alone. So
See,
I
I
could
knew
pin
I
it
wasn't
on
crazy. I was like, your
you,
friends are
Bruce would
and
never-
then
sus.
turn you against everyone.
Bruce
So
would
what
never
does
do this
Geneva
to
do?
me.
I
with
let her
this?
gaslight me. I'm just like thinking, I'm like, what the?
I know.
And then
That was good.
I guess I just
Yeah, her body's right right behind mine with like 30 bullets. Not 30.
Yeah,
but-
she's
I feel
riddled.
like
She
I've
looks like
lost
cheese.
the plot. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I really feel like you stopped listening for a minute there.
I did.
Oh, you gotta fix the green screen.
So now I'm just like confused because everyone's dead except for fucking
Except you. Yeah,
Warner?
you're just surrounded by
Warren and
Warren.
me.
Warren took
Warren?
off. You don't see his body. You can assume he's dead, but
You would be wrong.
the only person
Okay,
that
piece of
you
shit.
could think of that might be alive is the guy you shot in the shoulder in the tunnel.
That weird priest.
The guy priest, the weird
Illusion
priest guy.
broken.
Fuck.
Brother Elias, was it? Was that his name? I think that's what you screamed out.
It was like Elias or something like that.
Brother
Brother
Anus.
Well,
Elaine.
I got to see this through this whole mission we were on. So
I mean, following him will also serve my purpose. So
no, I don't want to follow his ass. Fuck him.
I wonder how long it'll
Suck
take
my
for you
dick.
to, for both of you guys to change.
I mean, I'm fully healed.
Fuck
I'm
it,
not
forget it.
injured.
Whoa.
Well, besides being infected.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like infected.
So I'm healthy.
You would know, being that you've lived in this infection, that if it's just like a wound that's infected, about 2 days.
Oh. Okay.
Damn, that's quick as fuck though.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
But,
2
and
days
then
is
like
super
it
quick.
kills you,
I was like,
and
damn,
then
that's
your
long
body
as
comes
hell.
back.
No.
But if you die from like
Crazy quick.
a fatal wound from like
Wait,
an
so that means
infected, it's
immediately.
pretty
20
immediate.
minutes to like 2
Um,
hours.
mhm.
Really?
Like
Like
probably
in
like a
movie
good
and shit,
10,
yeah.
15 minutes. So like,
I
And
only
it
hear
actually
about.
lasts
well,
a
you're
lot.
Swiss
No,
cheese,
I
so you're
don't
not
hear about,
coming
like,
back.
it being, like,
True.
He-
Yeah,
What?
sorry.
I didn't
Well,
serve my
I don't
higher
watch
purpose.
that.
Yeah, he kind of denied you
When
that
did
when
you
he
hear a
just
couple weeks ago
unloaded
show a
clips at
movie?
you, because like the body has to be somewhat, you know, functional,
Nothing that.
and yours is
Oh, like-
not functional anymore.
Bummer.
You got like
I think it was
limbs
a
torn
longer
off
ring.
because he just kept shooting.
Oh my god.
So you read one thing once.
Bro took the bloody
I
trace
am
from Fallout.
unrecognizable.
You're
I mean, it's
unrecognizable.
technically
He
different for everyone.
decimated you. He was pissed.
Depends on the
Anyways, I guess I'll just continue with the mission.
Which
Right up
is
into the sunset, cowboy.
Well,
Yeah, what's the mission?
I don't know.
Find the daughter. Well, find the stash. Was
I guess
our
I don't
mission.
even really care about any of that, to be honest. I just want to kill men.
Go kill some.
Go, yeah, go
fuck it,
kill
go-
man.
Some
you
man.
gotta
Go on a
go
massacre.
assault
You
rifle.
know where there's whole
I
crowds
wanna-
of people.
I want to track down that priest. I want to sniff him out like a dog.
Okay.
That's my job.
So you
Fuck
look
you.
down in the trench and you see there's about 4 infected down there, kind of clawing, trying to get at you, but they're not really able to climb this tall trench. But
Yeah.
you just shoot them.
Hey, at least I won't come back.
Can
as a
I? If they
zombie.
can't get me, why would I shoot them?
Well, like you have to go in the trench to follow the priest guy, and they're in the trench. The trench leads to the tunnel. Where the priest guy's in the tunnel.
How wide is? Wait. Okay, so I just.
Man,
I
you
can't
cooked
jump.
my ass in that
I'm not going
combat,
over
though.
the trench. I'm going.
Double
You're
12.
going in the trench.
Fucking crazy.
I'll say
I
you
got-
burn
I
4
rolled a
rounds
5
and you
and a
very
2 twice, and then
carefully,
a 4
because
and a
they
3.
can't get you, there's no pressure. You very
Did you have
carefully
plus
just
three
like
combat too?
Okay.
surgically. You burn 4 rounds.
I had
4
plus
rounds,
1
okay, fine.
combat.
So you kill them,
The adrenaline.
you get down in the
Oh,
trench,
plus 4.
and
Yeah.
you go
That's why
into
I
the
took
tunnel.
adrenaline shot.
Mhm.
Yeah, she took adrenaline, which is why she was able to.
Because
that's
I
why you
was
were
like-
matching my rolls, because I got plus 3 combat. I was like, how the fuck is she matching my rolls? And I'm getting like, I legit rolled 5-5, 5-6, and 5-5. That is legit what I rolled all of our combat rolls. Which is so crazy.
Adrenaline's fun.
I was like, wow.
I knew it
That
was
was-
my time. I was like, you were the last one on my list to
Right.
get.
Because I was a big guy,
I was
yeah.
But you
ready.
go into this like sewer tunnel
And I
where
was
it's
strapped.
very dark.
Uh-huh.
With yeah,
You can almost hear the distant waves from the harbor.
that was fun. That
Um,
was pretty fun.
And you see laying up against the wall, kind of laying in the dirt, is a man dressed as a priest, kind of holding a wound
Nice.
on his shoulder, and he kind of looks at you.
Is he alone? Like,
He is
I don't-
alone, and he's like, "Not who I was expecting.
Who are you expecting? The other bitch?
Well, ideally, my friends, but no matter.
You're my friend.
I can give you anything you
We're
want,
having some tacos.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
as long as you get the girl.
Yeah.
Do we have a
Uh.
deal?" And you see he starts pulling stuff out of a bag, and he pulls out like 50 ration cards.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay.
Bro is rich.
I pull
I'm
out
stealing from the
my
church.
pistol, and I shoot him in the head.
God,
Targeting
okay.
Nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, he's a man.
So
That's
he
what our
pulls
job
out the
is to
50
do.
ration cards and he's like holding them to you, and you're looking down on him as he's bleeding from the shoulder. And make your combat check.
Come on, man.
Brother Lane can come back from this.
I think
I hope he catches the
Hey, he
bullet.
told us that he came back from this before.
That hits.
I was really hoping to be like a lower.
So
roll,
you kind of
and
point
just,
the gun
make
at him, and he's
suffer.
like, "No, you have to stop her."
I thought you said humanity wasn't to be saved.
And you let it go
Die then.
right in the scar, and he brains blow it against the sewer wall, and he is dead.
a lot of death and blood.
Yeah.
This is not what I wanted.
That's why I did
Looks
it.
like we won in the end, actually.
So,
What do you
well,
do?
technically they
I
won
loot
because we're all
You loot
gonna
him.
die anyway.
You find
50 rations.
50 ration cards and probably like 10 supplies worth of supplies.
God, damn, that's 30 bullets.
He had like a
baby.
big backpack full of stuff.
that's
Oh.
30
That's
bullets?
30 bullets, baby.
Yeah, because 10 supplies. Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole entire AK-47 clip.
So
She would have
for
a
the sake
banana
of
clip
time,
for real,
what
bro.
you are infected.
Just for the
I got 2 days.
Yes, you
Monkey
do.
knows
That's
that-
what I'm
that just
saying. You
says
can
die,
feel
man.
the infection kind of growing on you. What do you do for
Can
the
I cut
2
it
days?
out?
You can certainly try.
Nah, that seems
on
stupid.
your back where you can't see it.
You're right.
What do you do for the remainder 2 days? Do you leave the QZ? Do you go back in the QZ?
I'm gonna try to find this girl and guy, to be honest. I wanna be chilling with them. They seem like real cool guys.
You're gonna turn into a zombie right by them.
Well, she can't. It's fine.
Make
No, I give them my supplies. And say, and then say,
All
oh.
right, I'm killing myself. You gotta do it in front of her. You gotta do it in front of
No, wait. I
Forever
think she's a
change the
kid. That's
trajectory.
fucked up.
Yeah, but it'll forever
Make-
change the trajectory of her life.
make a survivalist check to try to track.
I have a survivalist trait.
You do.
Oh.
There you go. So it would be brains plus your survivalist.
So it equals out because I have a negative.
You can use your
difference.
last.
You also have your core memory.
last one.
Okay, I'm gonna use my last core
we could've
memory.
used
And you could
those,
use
the core
adrenaline
memories
on
during
this.
our fight.
I'm not going to.
We should
I'm
have
gonna
done
use
that.
my last core memory,
I had-
I
which
should have.
was
Yeah, that was like
I forgot that I
perfect
could
time.
have.
Me too.
my
had two left.
To my. Me too. Yeah, I could have added
anniversary
to my
with my wife.
Then
And we
you would
went
really fucked me
to
up.
the
I don't think I
water
would have won then.
The water.
and we kissed. We're real
Ooh,
gay.
Romantic.
Okay,
Real
nice.
gay, kissing,
And then
awesome.
an extra one.
Kissing.
You can't do that in my
All that
Christian
for a
server.
1. 6.
6.
Damn.
You sure you don't want to adrenaline this?
What do I do with what
Plus,
is,
-3 supply. You get +4 for
okay.
the next
3.
3 actions.
You had tons of supply, so you might as well.
Yeah, I might
So
as
you
well.
kind of feel yourself getting weaker as like the day goes on, and you pump yourself with adrenaline,
Okay,
which gives you
so,
the plus
keep
4.
you going.
so then I have 10.
So we will come back to you.
Why?
We're gonna go to Warren.
'Cause he's still
Fuck
alive.
Warren.
So you run off to the
It's
It's because you're a
sideline,
man.
like holding
Yeah.
your
Real.
pigeons for dear life, as you watch her just shank Bruce in the back and in the stomach, and then him just unload a full clip into her body, and then turn on her. You watch this whole ordeal happen very quickly and very fast, and it seems like everyone's dead. You watch Geneva kind of holding her wound, like surgically shoot the infected in the ditch, and then hop in the ditch, and that's the last you see of them. What do
You're
you
just
do?
like,
I leave.
Leave.
I want to go.
I gotta get
into
outta here.
The out. Well, would that way out be towards the?
It would be down the sewer where you see her going.
God damn it.
leave me alone, pussy.
Is there another way out that I know?
That
of?
is like the way out.
Could I have gone that way while the whole altercation was happening?
Well, there was like infected down in the ditch and all that, so probably not.
Hmm.
But
Probably not.
you could say you wait like a few minutes and you hear Geneva shoot down there,
Yeah, I'll wait
Bow.
a while then.
and then you wait a while and you don't hear her anywhere. And so you go down there and you kind of check the corners and you don't see her anywhere, as she has taken off into the city to find whoever this girl is.
Mhm.
And I got T-minus 48 hours.
How
The
far away is
final dawn is upon
Boston?
us.
That's the direction in which she's heading. It's probably like the 40-minute to an hour walk through the sewer. Like, it's a pretty straight line.
I guess it's not bad. Yeah, I guess I'll go to Boston through the sewers.
Empowered women, empower women.
Okay, you do so.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do for your last, assumingly 2 days?
I guess I'll throughout the day like check the wound like throughout the time,
It's
see if
definitely infected and it's spreading.
okay.
Like you're seeing the little like fungal strains really like almost becoming your veins, like taking over your entire arm.
Chop
Your
it off,
arm
chop
kind of
it off,
shakes when you
chop
look
it
at
off.
it. It's aching in pain.
Yeah, it's probably too late to cut
Gross.
it off, huh?
You don't know, but
Never
it's
too late to
definitely
try.
it's definitely like up into this region
Like how far? Like stop me.
there.
It's a bad spot for
That
an
is a
amputation.
terrible spot.
It's
What
a
if I
real
started
bad
here?
spot.
What if I cut right?
I don't know.
All right, fuck it. Honestly, I don't even know if I'd make a difference at this point. There's nothing I can really do. So you know what? I go out into the wilderness.
I
Okay.
get to smoke a cigarette before my character died. His addiction that he's been supplying for the last 50 years of his life.
You've been smoking since you came out the womb.
He came out with a cigarette. His mom.
His mom was a
smoking.
smoker.
Well, I'll give him birth.
Damn. And the doctors too, probably.
My dad, for real.
So you go to Boston and then you find like a park or something that is way overgrown. Because it would take you quite a bit of time to go out to the actual woods where you once lived.
Fair.
So you find a nice wooded area. You do notice the infected, there's not many in here. A lot of them have gone to the QZ, where the fireworks just went all night. You even seen a second batch of fireworks start going off. Seemingly a very deliberate ploy to attract the infected to the QZ.
I guess if I notice any signs of people moving through there, I'll take a quick look, but I'm not too hopeful.
Okay, make a brains observant check.
Double one, that's crazy. I guess that's a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Your core memory
Yeah.
it up.
You don't really see any signs of anyone in the city. But you do find your patch of woods, and you walk into the woods.
Is there any water?
There's probably a pond in there. Yeah.
I wanna go over to the pond and just sit by it. I take out the pigeons and I like put them next to the water.
They just kind of like they drink the water a little bit.
Aw, little guys.
They're in no hurry to leave you. They seem quite loyal.
Oh, no.
And
You just wait it out.
I guess, is there any sky that
There's
I can
probably
see?
like an opening in the trees where you can see like the night sky and the stars right now, and there's no light pollution, so this
That's
very
nice.
starry night.
I stargaze and I think about how it was to camp in the middle of the woods when I was a child,
Yeah.
spending time with my dad.
Nice. And you do that. And you probably just spend the rest of your time there, eating what little food you have, and as the days come, one morning you don't wake up, at least you don't wake up as yourself.
Oh, you didn't blow your head
Unless
off.
you wanted to do something to yourself. Which is an option.
Do you think an ornithologist would
Kill
really have the
yourself.
guts?
I'm not saying do it, but like I'm gonna leave that open to you because that is a decision everyone has to come to in this situation.
In my last few moments,
You'll eat your birds if you don't.
that's true.
They'll probably fly away.
They're injured though. These are the injured birds. Can they fly?
I don't know.
I take out the rest of my food and I leave it on the ground for the birds, and I pet them, and and
Bird.
I put my bird journal out with my binoculars resting on top and just put it on the side,
Nice.
and take out the one pistol I eluded with one bullet,
Yep.
and
Good night.
preferably looking at the night sky.
Yes. You wait to the second night when you feel the infection is just about taking you over, looking at the starry night sky, and the stars turn black with a loud and your character comes to its end.
Damn.
And then I wake up in purgatory.
Yeah.
I
and
wake
then
up
we
in
go to
bird
Geneve.
heaven.
Geneva.
Geneva.
Bird heaven.
Geneva
Oh
Convention.
yeah, hella
Exactly.
birds there.
What she's named after.
You are walking through the city, trying to find the trail or scent of anyone, preferably this girl. But you're having a hard time. You don't navigate this kind of terrain very often. But you grew up here. You drove the streets here. And so you remember them saying something about the Capitol building.
Mhm.
Something about
Town
a
hall.
lead that they want. There was a meeting at the Capitol building. So you start heading in that direction. And you get close to it before your wounds are really just becoming too bothersome for you to move. And you're maybe like a few buildings away from the Capitol building before you find yourself sitting against a wall, just unable to find any more energy to walk further. And you're kind of sitting there, taking your last breaths, feeling this infestation take you over. And you see the silhouette of two people walking out of a building towards three people actually, walking out of a building towards the Capitol building.
3.
You see two adults, a woman and a man, very rough looking, and a teenage girl with them,
Oh, okay.
with a maroon shirt and green backpack.
Hey, it's
Hell yeah. I flag him
And-
down.
You don't even have the energy to raise your hand.
What
You
about-
just kind of lay there, and you kind of let out a, and you see they notice you,
Mhm.
and they walk up to you, and the two kind of stay back, and the guy walks up to you and he kind of crouches in front of you, and he just kind of like looks you in the eyes, You do anything?
Can I say things?
You don't really have the energy.
And I
You're borderline infected. You're barely holding on for dear life.
can't just like give him my supplies.
Well, your supplies are with you, and
Yeah,
you
I
can
know.
see he's like looking at you. Well, you could try to say something. What do you say?
Take my shit.
Take it all.
I hate men.
Here's my stuff.
We're all waiting with like bated breath. Here's my stuff.
To the world, my final message. I
You
hate
see
men.
he grabs onto the backpack of your stuff, and he says, "Thank you." And then he pulls out his gun, and he points it to your head.
The only time I smiled.
I smiled for
And
a
you
man.
find
Yeah.
peace
I couldn't realize he was a man in that
as
moment.
they take your supplies.
She finally she didn't see
Continue on
gender.
their way.
Oh my god. The real win of the whole thing.
And that
Oh,
is
man.
where we will end this one shot tonight.
Woo!
Yippee! Thank you everyone who came by.
Mhm.
It was a lot of fun. This Last of Us inspired journey was quite the adventure. It definitely got a little more chaotic in the end than I probably anticipated,
That shit was
but
so funny.
it was a fun little journey. If you're a fan of The Last of Us, I'll remind you again to come check us out at Reactions Not Included, where we are reacting to the show, and check us out at Gaming Not
Crazy.
Included, where I am playing the games.
What?
Yes. What?
Shut up.
And if
Mom.
you enjoyed our
just
company
lost the
and our
game.
role playing, please check out our channel, Dragons Not Included, where we have 2 very large scale campaigns that are currently playing out. Oakheart and the Rise of Aurelian, both very fun and very good.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Very
Next Friday for
Super
Oakheart.
cool.
Yes, Oakheart next Friday.
Next Friday.
Super
7 p.m. Eastern-ish.
And with that,
7
I think it is
1 p.m.
time to say goodnight.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.